I mean,
All
that's
right,
just
the
that's part.
hmm?
I was say, well, I mean, you said, man, it was like I was saying, those are parts of the world that I don't think I'll ever be able to visit. Even though I said that, like my parents are in their 60s and they got over there on a cruise, but it's just you know different different perspective there that you're seeing
Yeah,
some things that some of us will never see.
the country itself is probably really interesting, but my family always does basically just beach holiday, so
Oh
that's
well,
and that's not my kind of holiday. So yeah, no.
Yeah. I don't want to go hiking every day, but when I go somewhere, I want to see somewhere. That's like I want to like hit the stuff that's cool over there. Also the tourist
Yeah.
stops. Like I go to France, I want to see that Eiffel Tower. Like,
You want to fall into all the touristy traps.
I mean, it's fun to have a blend. Like when I went to New York, of course I want to see the Statue of Liberty because of course I do. But
Why
I
would you
also
go?
want to see
Why
stuff
would
that
you?
is.
Okay, though. Why would you go to New York to see something French, though?
mm.
It's a fair point.
I know, right?
Okay, servers up. You guys can join in, and while you do that, can someone help me remind what we did last time?
Barland, you're up.
The Tower of Terror. It was the Tower of Terror. We had the birds coming down on us. Well, we went into we made it to the tower, to the clock tower, and started to fight our way up. We had harpies coming down. They were all very excited to see us, welcome us in, sing us songs. It was beautiful, so beautiful. In fact, I believe Blondie and Nesbit fell in love with those harpies, and they were of no use for a little bit until we put them down and continued our way up the tower, where we had a few missteps. We had to oh, we'll say we were talking about it earlier. The web, that was a clutch move, stopping some backup harpies from getting down to us. So that was definitely a clutch move. As we made our way up, we had this genius idea. It was brilliant to attach darkness to an arrow, shoot it up to the bell tower, blind the bell tower so they can't work up there and cut down bells to attack us. It was a genius idea. Would have worked flawlessly if only it had worked. But some days the dice just don't go very well, and it didn't work. Because of that,
It was great though.
yeah, it was a great idea. And because of that, the harpy got real angry and went real fast and cut the cord on the bell, which killed our precious Blondie and gave Nabarlin yet another round of heartburn and upset stomach. So
He gave you
Sure.
free lunch.
That's what we're going with.
aside from that, though, the way up wasn't terrible. I mean, it didn't actually go too bad until we got to the top where we found some manticores and had a valiant battle there. Totally did go down and got force fed a berry against his wishes, but Fritz, I believe, or is it Fizzle? Which one is
Fizzle.
It was Fizzle.
Fizzle? Fizzle force fed him a little berry to get him back up.
That was really cute.
Could have been worse. Could have been worse. Could have been better. Could have been worse though. But we hopped into, I believe, Nespip's little pocket dimension and did a short rest and got all rested. Go to the next floor where we discovered, I believe, the clock mechanism and a bunch of little tiny robots running around.
Mm-hmm.
And very curious little creatures that well, I guess we'll find out what's going on here now.
That is exactly where we are. All right. I believe I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots. Is everyone loaded in? Is everyone ready?
Yes.
Just a sec. Yeah, I am loaded in though.
Sure.
Er det? Aya? Vil du lige gå ud til mormor? Yep.
Alrighty, Daddy. So, as you guys have defeated, hang on. Cool.
Yeah. Sorry, just
Great. Yeah, no worries. So, as you have defeated the manticores on the floor below, as well as a whole slew of harpies on the floors below that. You have ascended the clock tower even further. For the first couple of floors, you are walking along the edge of the inside of the tower through a rickety staircase that's, well, could use some repair, especially now that the bell has hit one of the sides. But sure enough, after a couple of floors, you came to the top part of the ramparts on the side and could now take a circular staircase up to the floor beyond. You're quite high up right now. You're about, I believe, 5 or 6 floors up, which the clock tower in itself is, I believe, about 120 feet high. And you are in the upper part of it. If you remember the image that I shared earlier, I can do so again. But the clock tower was basically just a straight shaft up, and then at the upper part, the head of the tower, all of a sudden bulked out a little bit and had these little parapet towers on the side. You're in one of those parapet towers, and that apparently housed one of those circular staircases that you have now used to ascend. As you come up to the next floor, you see a rather interesting, maybe even strange sighting in front of you. For there's no harpies here, there's no manticores here, thankfully, probably. But instead, there is life in a certain way. What you see is a lot of movement. A very complex mechanism of gears, counterweights, and clockwork is dominating this chamber in the middle. There are several thin windows that are overlooking the surrounding cityscape. Most of these windows still seem to be intact. The floor features several steel grates and wooden hatches that allow access to the machinery and the bells below, minus one bell at the moment. You notice that there is a strange granite obelisk that is set in place where the main clock pendulum is. And the core of the ticking mechanism seems to be evolving around this granite slab. You also see that there is some delicate copper tracery and there are some sockets. Some of them are filled with even more sockets and sprockets, and some of them are empty. You notice that where there is writing, it seems to be in a very fancy lettering. And for those of you that can read Elvish, you'll notice that it's Elvish. Around the room, you notice that there's a couple of shelves upon which there are notched metal discs that are these sort of round, almost like record type discs made of copper that have a whole lot of holes punched into them, kept in separate paper folders bearing the titles of songs. It seems that this can be used to load up a song into the bell tower. But perhaps most strikingly, around the room, you will notice that there are several curious mechanical automatons running around the room, slightly haphazardly, running back and forth between sides, picking up things, poking at things, and then moving on. They're all shaped sort of like polyhedrons with spiny mechanical limbs, so they're really standing on these really thin copper tubes. And they got disturbingly realistic glass eyes set in the front of it, as well as a mechanical mouthpiece. In the far corner of the room, you notice that there is a larger automatron, which is lying still against the wall. And that is where you'll start. Enjoy.
Hey.
I almost feel the need to tell Nespip to not touch anything, but I know that's gonna fall on deaf ears.
Yeah. Um, can I see what the little guys are, or no, how old are the little automatrons, or what they're called? Is it
So
like
you do have an expertise in this, so give me a perception check with advantage. Let's see what you notice.
um,
First
I
roll of the
think
day.
oh, it's a 9.
With
You
advantage?
just
Yes.
Oh god.
it's going to be one of those sessions, huh?
Yeah.
You're just getting them out of the way now. Looking at these automatons, because they're moving, they don't have a lot of dust on them because they're moving. But looking at the quality of the copper, the plating, the rivets on them, and whatnot, you'd assess that these things are older, not ancient, but anywhere between 20 to 50 years would be reasonable.
Um,
So definitely newer than the tower. Okay.
Newer than the tower, but probably from before the meteor hit.
And Umbrella's gonna read the Elvish, see if that he's gonna read it out loud so everybody can hear. What does
Alrighty.
he read?
Let me have a look. Because if I'm not mistaken, that was written down. Let me see. The writing that you'll see is on the various what are those called again? The various cogs, basically, in this machine. Along the side, it has writing on them. And the interesting thing is that the ones that have this writing basically tell of what apparently they're for. One of them says day and night. Another one says space. The next one says dimensions.
Huh. That's
And-
interesting.
That's not ominous.
These are the labels on the records?
And not on the records themselves, there are song titles. This Elvish writing is on the cogs and gears that are on the big machine in the center.
Okay.
So I guess they're pertaining
That's
to on
nice,
the
they're
outside.
labeled.
We saw on the outside we saw the I guess the
clock face
extra
with all
the extra clock hands.
Yep.
And so I guess they're pertaining to those clock hands.
Speaking of that,
And the whole
Mhm.
clock tower doesn't work, is the whole point. So none of these are in
Working.
motion or spinning or anything.
That is correct. The whole
the moment.
machine is not working
But the
Is
little
there-
guys are just running around anyway.
and poking things. Yes.
So like, is there a steam engine or something that would run it that didn't? Because
You don't.
I don't
you
know. I don't know
see
how.
one.
I don't know how clocks. I don't know how old timey clock towers work.
I think that's both in and out of character. So I think that is a
Yeah.
fair point.
We do have an
Is-
artificer, so you can probably ask him.
Also, Tim,
Oh,
I
no,
believe
you
you
wind
tried
it.
to
A
say
little
you-
more about it.
you would you would wind it. You would wind it. So yes, the artificer. That's Pip. I guess
before
I'll
you
ask
go to
you.
Tim, you wanted to say something.
I just wanted to ask if we can determine if we are currently on the same level as the watch face, if we are above it, or if we are still below it.
I think you can actually see because there are windows here. And if you peer out of any of these windows, I think most of them are still intact.
Yeah.
Maybe one of them suffered some
Not
damage from the
this
meteor,
window.
but most of them are still intact. I think you'd be able to assess that you're just about halfway to clock face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the clock face
was
itself spans quite a bit of the upper part of the tower, and you should be just about in the middle of it.
I'd like
Okay,
to
thank you.
offer a berry to one of the little robots.
Which side of the tower is the clock face? Is it this side?
The
side over here?
front is this side.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, as it misses a window over
It
there.
doesn't. Yeah.
You offer a berry to it. How do you do that?
I kind of crouch down and I go here, little fella.
You and your
like,
fucking berries.
Are you hungry?
As you
It's a-
point out the berry, the closest automaton will stop dead in its tracks, like just turn around and just walk back, and just his eye is actually like detaching from the machine and is on like a little stilt that is just like zooming in on that berry and like looking at it from different sides. Then the eye goes back in and a little pan comes out. You drop it in.
I drop it in.
As you drop it in, the automaton feverishly says 1100111101, and it pulls it back in, rushes over to the machine, and just pushes the berry against it, and then starts
Oh.
inspecting that with its eye again.
Oh no!
Not for that, little guy. It's not for
I gave
that.
it a hope, but it didn't work. Oh.
But it seems like they're trying to fix it.
Yeah.
So-
That is a fair assessment.
Huh.
Hmm.
The
Yeah.
big automatron.
Yeah, where
Sorry.
does it actually try to shove it in?
It tried to shove it like against a gear over here.
Against the
that's
gear.
where
Is
I am.
there's no insertion point or anything like
Oh,
that's weird.
so they're okay.
It's weird that the clock tower doesn't run on berries.
No, it's like what I mean is that it's obviously programmed to try and do something with the thing that it's
Right, yeah,
given,
like, can
but
it
it's
figure out what it's trying to do
yeah,
with it?
Clearly,
exactly,
that would have
exactly.
worked.
Uh,
Yeah.
It wasn't so
This is
much
the thing I
because of
always
the
love
berry.
This is the thing I always love about D&D. You know, in a world where everything is make believe, magic, and Eldritch Horror, this is the thing that's weird.
The fuck did it do, man?
Does this thing work?
the clock tower stopped a while ago, as far as I remember, like a couple of 100 years before the meteor hit. So these guys are newer than when it stopped. So
Yes.
someone probably tried to fix the tower with them. Can I
Interesting
try to
aspect.
carefully touch one of the automatrons?
Sure.
Basically, I just
You-
carefully hold out my hand and say, "Hey, can I have a look at you?"
If you just hold out your hand, one of them will, at some point, like probably the one that just shoved the berry because he's closest, he'll just turn around and just like do his eye like and just look at your hand from all sides, then pull it back and just like stay there for a couple of seconds.
Can I carefully try to start grabbing him? Not like in a rush, but just pick him up carefully.
Sure. If you pick him up, he will feverishly start yelling out 110 110 and his legs start to do the things that like bugs do when they don't touch the ground.
Can I find the maker's mark on him? Or like who made yeah.
Sure. Have a you know where. So that is a investigation check with advantage.
That's hopefully better. Yeah. That's okay, this works now as well. 23.
23. Wow. Yes. Looking around, there's only so many places where a maker's mark should be, and indeed, after like seconds, you notice that there is indeed a maker's mark consisting of 2 letters. The letters A M.
Hmm. Do I
So
know them?
this was
No,
clearly
you don't.
made. This was clearly made in the morning.
This is why it's not working. It's a morning machine.
Or in the afternoon. That's what we got to come back later.
That's interesting. Okay. I set the machine back down.
After Neberlin sees it shove the berry into the gear fruitlessly, he's going to step
No.
back and start casting detect magic to see if there's maybe a place he should have put it.
I have to ask, what's the choice of the word fruitlessly over there?
Yeah,
Like,
fruitlessly. It's really good.
that wasn't necessarily deliberate, I think, but it was still funny. Sure. So you cast detect magic. Interestingly enough, the entire room seems devoid of magic, except for your companions, except for one thing.
Oh no.
There is one thing that very subtly gives off a bit of magic.
It's gotta be this thing, right?
No, it's the stone, the large stone that I talked about earlier. There is a large granite slab on this machine,
Oh.
which is giving off a slight hum of magic.
Is that what the machine is kind of resting on? Is that the gray under here is a stone?
Correct.
Or okay.
Oh.
Hmm.
The color is it recognizable as any sort of magic, like specific magic, or is it just magic in general?
It doesn't say in this description, so I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to gauge as well as I can what kind of magic this is.
I have a follow-up question to the cogs and everything there.
Sure.
Now, this tower stopped way before the meteor happened, right?
Yes.
Where on all these cogs, well, now we know which one is set to date and time, and also dimension. Can we glean on like when it stopped? Like, what's the overarching like? Was it the day the meteor hit, for instance?
So the date you will be able to even read from the clock tower on the outside. So I think that you will know this on the cogs themselves, as far as like beyond, date and time. You require some investigation. So roll me an investigation check on that, but I will give you the date and time. In the meantime,
16 on investigation.
All right. My best guess for the magic that you will see is that it is transmutation,
Okay.
and that is. I might give away a little bit more, but it's either transmutation, or it is. What was the other one again? Was it evocation? Yeah, transmutation or evocation. It leans on both a bit.
I will share that with the resident sorcerer what I'm seeing.
All right. So as far as the date and time goes, and this is very interesting, and it's probably the reason why you've remembered this. Is like once you see this, it'll be stuck in your head. The entire mechanism is frozen on the 11th day of the 11th month, exactly 111 years ago, at 11:11 a.m.
And the dimension?
That will require your investigation. You had a 16.
Yep.
The cog is in the midst of transition, and it is in between the planes of the elemental chaos and dreamland.
Hmm.
Wait, so it's 111 years ago this year.
It is 111. Hang on, it's 111 years ago.
No, that's just the year it was. Like, it'd be like saying it was 1988. Just mean it was
Nope.
19. Yeah. So I guess whatever year it is now, that's minus 111.
Yeah, I remember like myself thinking about this as well. Like, was this from the date that it stopped, or and I believe it was from the date it
Yeah,
stopped.
no, you said that like it stopped before the meteor hit, so it had to stop at a specific point, which would have been 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Yeah, that's basically what it shows on the facade.
So it's
That-
not 111 years ago, but in the year 111.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it is plus 15 at this point if you would count.
Yeah.
up, count on.
you're correct. Yeah.
Okay, so 126 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Um,
curious, though.
Can I look at this automatron and
The
what
big
it
one.
is? Yeah, why it stopped?
So the reason why it stopped is blatantly obvious as you approach it. It seems to have exploded. There's a whole bunch of oil like around him, and the back part is just like broken open and singed as if something just inside exploded. It is an automaton that is about 4 to 5 times as big as all the other small ones, and it's just lying here discarded. Every once in a while, a small automaton walks over, pokes at the singed part, says 101, and just walks away again.
Is it Has it exploded recently? Like, is the oil
No.
and stuff still around, or has it seeped away?
No, it's a dried oil stain.
Okay. Can I try to find out what this thing was supposed to do? Like, what if
Ooh.
it has carrying if it's carrying any tools? Maybe has any magic circles or something imbued in it.
Was it the
So it
mother
doesn't have any
brain?
magic. It doesn't have any magic based on your detect magic knowledge that you got from Nibarlan. But make me an investigation check. I mean, this is
You can
basically medicine, but it is a robot. Give me an investigation check.
Nibarlan will help you, so you can roll normally.
Yep. So with advantage in this case.
No, I
Yeah,
was,
feel
I
free
was,
to.
I was making a joke.
Yeah.
Oh, dude!
Okay.
That is still a 12, though.
It's still 12, yeah.
It's hard to find out what this thing exactly did, but there will be one thing that you'll notice on this robot. Or all the others have these little spiny like legs and whatnot. This thing basically had sort of like a conveyor belt that it moved on, apparently. But it had one big sort of limb that has a hand that was shaped in a very peculiar shape. It is in a hectagon.
Hmm.
And just so we're clear, I was making a joke that Nibarlan has no idea what he's looking at, so he wouldn't be any help at all with this. That was my joke.
Like, it's shaped like to grab a hectagon, or it's shaped like a hectagon?
Yeah, you would expect if this thing would have like a hand or something, it would look like a hand or either like a pincer. That's what most robots seem to have.
Right.
This thing specifically has a couple of like corners to it.
Okay.
So it's probably made to grab something really specific. Huh.
Wait, it's like that, like it's
Six-sided.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like
Can
two,
you?
two,
Mhm.
two.
Yeah.
Does it
Does
have the same maker's mark, or is it possible to find that, Nesbit?
The maker's mark is the same. Yeah,
Yeah, it's the same.
I would imagine that Nesbit would have looked at that, and now that you know where to find it, yeah, same maker's mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
how big is the grippy? Is it hand
How
size?
The
big
Is
is
it
the
inside-
hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, like is it made to grasp like a really big thing, or?
I just feel really American for a second because I wanted to say, the inside is about the size of a softball.
Oh,
Oh my god.
but so it's
Like a normal
Actually,
hand.
would
Yeah.
that would that fit anything on the entire contraption before us? As in, was this thing created specifically with the purpose of twist and turning stuff on this mechanical thing?
Give me another perception check.
Also, how tall is this contraption? Like, does it go?
Oh, this is big. Like it reaches all
we
the
have
way
a
to the ceiling.
top-down view of it, so we can see these gears.
24 perception.
My girl is
Yeah,
she's not that tall, so
Now you're basically seeing a slide through. This is like stacked on top of each other a couple of times. So you see like this is times 5 or 6 the amount of gears that you see there. It's a
Okay.
lot to make heads or tails of this. 24. Wow. Okay. In that case, yes, totally. You will notice something. And probably also because Nebarlan pointed out this sort of residual magic that is in this large slab on the ground. You all of a sudden notice that combined with this six-sided hand, you notice that there is a slot in this large stone that has that exact shape. The slot itself, however, is empty.
So something's missing from the contraption.
That's what it looks like.
It's missing in the stone slab.
Yeah.
And while going up, we didn't see anything like weights or something powering this thing. So it's not mechanically powered, but probably magically.
Yeah.
Can Nesp look at the slot, see if that's the power source, if that would start moving it in some way?
Or
With that
magic
with that
mechanic.
explanation, I'll give you one more investigation check with advantage. You're actually
Come
thinking like an
on.
artificer. I'm loving this.
Hey, this has been some good rolls together. We've done some good shit here.
Okay,
Hey, that's
that's
pretty
better.
good. That's pretty
a
good.
lot
Yeah.
better.
Your assumption is correct. This is indeed seemingly the power source, some sort of, like, for lack of a better word, battery, if you will. And looking into this slot, you notice something very peculiar. And I think not necessarily because of what it is, but because of the fact that it's here. In the slot, there is a very subtle dust residue that you'll recognize. That's delirium
Oh.
dust.
Yeah.
So
And I'll let you piece together why that's interesting.
But why is
Because
it there?
somebody
if it's
is
before
big-
before the tower. The tower
Big-
was before the meteor hit.
because somebody has been trying to power the tower with delirium.
Yeah.
My thought was if it was powered by delirium, and by judging by your reaction, Barry, I was on the right track. The tower's before the meteor hit, and it was powered by delirium, which means that there was delirium here before the meteor hit.
Well, it
That's my
was
deduction.
it was between the elemental chaos and the dream plane dimensions as well. So potentially somebody could have used the clock tower to cold the meteor here.
I've got a delirium chip. I'm gonna place it into
Oh God, no!
in there.
No.
I'm taking cover.
At least talk to Nesbit before you just.
Okay.
Please.
You're right. All right.
I think we shouldn't necessarily do that, because if it stopped because it ran out of power out of delirium, if it's either delirium probably wasn't there before before the meteorite. I'm just gonna assume that maybe there was something, but if it just ran out, why wouldn't have they found another power source or something?
Maybe that's what happened. They ran out of the delirium for
There
powering the
wasn't
clock tower, so they tried to summon more here, and they summoned a lot more than they asked
Well,
for.
But
But why
in
why did it take like 100 years for them to figure out how to summon more? Like,
because it was from
is
way
that
far away. Yes, it was in space. Had to get here.
Space.
Well, it's like
I'm
iron.
loving the fact that look at him. He's just sitting there smirking like.
I'm enjoying this. Like, go on. Like, tea.
Iron is iron's a meteor. Like a lot of the iron we get on planet Earth is from meteors, and so just because we haven't had a huge meteor hit doesn't mean we don't have iron. Because clearly we do. It could be here, like small meteors come through, meteor showers, whatever comets could land, and now you get trace amounts of delirium. But because we don't have a giant meteor. There's not a huge source of it, and it was mostly all used to power this magical tower, but it ran out. And
But
so?
now,
No
for
one has noticed that it started working at any point during the last 15 years, right? Like, there, it's not like because like if someone would have put delirium in this, then wouldn't it have just started working? Like,
but who would come up here with all the harpies? Except for Nespip's mentor,
well,
apparently.
there's dust there. I really doubt that there's dust there from
Oh,
100 years. Like
yeah,
the dust has been there
yeah,
a
I get.
100 years. That doesn't make
Well,
sense to me.
I get what you're
Like,
saying. Yeah, yeah.
like these little guys have been running around doing stuff. Like, why? And they're new,
Well,
so they're not 100 years old.
I think I should still have an.
I'm thinking
I'm
somebody
not sure if it's a good
experimented
idea
with
to give a
it.
little guy a delirium shard.
Yeah, don't do that.
It's a machine. It
if they,
shouldn't matter.
well, no, if you give it to him, what if he just does the same thing he just did and runs and shoves it in the gear? Because that doesn't seem like the. If you're whatever you want to do, maybe you should just do it yourself. Because I feel like the little guys will just break it.
I mean, what's so bad about it? It's like 10 gold.
I actually wanna test it. If I still have a shard, I should have it somewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna give my last delirium chip to one of the automatrons and want to see what it does with it.
And
Because
this
they
was
might have gathered.
Is it a chip or a shard you're giving it?
It's a chip.
Okay, so that's a smaller one.
and
Also,
this
for
was
reference, I believe I missed out on adding this one as well. But like that shape that you saw in the ground is vastly bigger than any delirium you have found so far. Like the biggest you found, I believe, for delirium shards
Was a
at the
shard.
moment. Yeah, which is about the size of your pinky. This thing is, I mean, like the width of a picket fence post and about yay long, like big crystal.
I'm just wondering if maybe they were the ones that tried to place delirium in there.
Okay, so you give it
So-
to one of the automatrons, right?
Yep.
Cool. As you bend down and give it to the automatron, it'll look at it, and as it looks at it from different sides for a couple of seconds, it extends that little pan that it did before. As you drop the chip in, it immediately turns around and it tries to stick that into the machine, and it does that quite forcefully. As it does, the machine
no.
gives off a zap, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
No.
You and Elodie, by the way, because you're both standing next to the machine.
I didn't move away. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I was
Because
about to say,
I really
session
did.
18 was where the entire party died in the top of the clock tower.
15. I rolled terribly, but I have really good.
No, you
dice.
you both actually save, so that's
Oh,
good.
gosh.
Meaning you only take 7 points of lightning damage as you get a jolt
Oh,
from
shit.
the machine.
I could have been
As
really
you look,
bad.
as you look back over to the automatron, it unfortunately perished because of this, and it's now lying dead with a small shard next to him.
But I just tried to
Oh,
shove it
okay.
somewhere in the gears, not in the.
No, just like
Yeah.
in the machine.
That's what I was saying. Like, if you're gonna do it, I don't think they're the brightest
I
Quite as
think they're
bulbous.
malfunctioning because the big one was kind of like giving them orders, maybe.
Oh, that's good.
Mm,
That's a
I
good
think
idea.
it's more some artificer came here before the meteorite, tried to repair it, and with the help of those little guys, and now they tried everything, and now they're just trying random stuff to get it to work, because there's no one to do anything. Does it look like I can fix automatron with mending, or is it dead?
Oh, this is not like you're an artificer, so I'll allow you to try, but it'll try more. It will need more than mending. Like this thing just
Barry,
basically blew up.
did the
Okay,
little
then.
guy just roll for initiative?
That's the only way to give a big skull instead of the little skull.
Okay. Like,
Where did the
die.
spark?
He came
Where did
back
the
angry.
where did
Did
the
any
spark
of
come
the
from?
other?
From the granite slab
Yeah.
underneath.
Oh.
So there's some kind of protection against trying to tinker with this, or the granite slab destroyed like the delirium.
That's a
Hmm.
guess.
Did we get a
Should I
look
try?
at? Did we get a look at the Greenwich Harpy staff before she flew in? Would
It was
she had
it was
a
lightning.
very large staff, right? And would that have been if we saw it, of course, would that have been something that you could potentially jam down there as a
It was
control rod or something?
it was way
What?
up in the air, but maybe.
Well, no, you described it as a lightning, she has a spear of lightning.
Yeah, it looked like there was some lightning crackling from it.
Yeah.
Guys, I've got a suggestion. Instead of trying to get this work right now and maybe hurting ourselves even more, should we continue to look for Grenham? If you got him, he can
Yeah.
help as well. He seems to have some more experience.
I
Yeah.
mean,
And
we're waiting here for you. You're the one checking all this
I
out.
thought maybe he was gonna be in like this looks like a suit to me, this little this guy over here, but it is just an
Yeah, I thought we were about to find
so.
like a cryostasis pod and he's gonna
Yeah.
be in there. Like,
Yeah, but we're still not out of the haze here, though.
yeah,
Yeah.
They're still up above, so he wouldn't have been here.
Yeah, you can looking outside, you can decidedly see that the haze is starting to like thin a bit. I mean, you can see over the city quite well from here, but the haze is still permeating this room.
Okay.
are there any tools laying around?
No,
Yeah.
Right, the machines would probably have tried to use them to repair.
exactly. The room itself is actually pretty clean.
every all the dust, like there's just like a bunch of bubble gum like on the machine that they just keep trying to pull.
Yeah, like a wrapper, like in
And
between
all
two
the
gears.
trash,
Yeah,
everything just
It
they
probably
just
needs a cleaning before we
their
can
only
continue.
thing is just to pick up stuff and shove it into the machine.
yeah, like a white I Heart Drakkenheim T-shirt, like lodged in somewhere. Like everything is.
They've tried
No, but
everything.
genuinely, I don't see why we should care about the mechanism right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I
I
agree.
think we should just
Yeah,
It,
yeah,
that's
try
we
and
like
find
I
the
thought maybe he was gonna be in this room, but I don't. He doesn't seem to be
I
here.
think we
so.
got some interesting and knowledge out of it, but I don't think there's anything more to be done right now.
I
This
want to
is
go
the
here
next.
later as well, but
Yeah, yeah.
Grenham is more important right now.
So I guess the only way forward is the other stairs.
Yep, these
Mike.
over here, right?
Those stairs do go up. Yeah.
We still have a invisible buddy that can go look upstairs for us before we walk up there.
Ooh, that's a good idea. We all look at Fritz.
I'm sorry, what? I was a bit distracted.
Oh, or actually, if there's an invisible friend that can go look upstairs before we walk up there to a possible
Death.
I mean,
death.
if you
I'm
insist,
sorry.
in that case, he will send Fizzle ahead.
Okay. Fizzle will have a look up there and then report back, I imagine.
I'm watching through their eyes.
That works too. In that case, if you look in the area above, it is a stark contrast to the floor that you are currently. In the floor above you, there is an absolutely disgusting amalgamation of bird nest and boudoir. You notice that there are very macabre decorations of bone and skulls and body parts that are presented along very scavenged finery that are found in the ruins. You'll find some pillows, some sheets, some veils, basically a bit of everything scattered around and all covered in bird poop. It's filthy, it's torn, it's ruined, and thankfully you're only using your eyes, not your nose. You notice that there's a couple of gibbet cages hanging, and there are the remains of several prisoners inside of them. Amongst all of the rubble, there is one pile that is almost made as some sort of a bed, on which you will see a rather large harpy with red feathers. Around the room, you notice several other harpies as well. They're currently sitting on nests.
How much is several?
That I can check for you. You'll see 3 others. You'll see one more manticore, and you'll see the one with the red feathers.
Oh,
Okay,
great.
so 3 normal harpies, a manticore, and the big harpy.
Jesus,
I like
have
those odds.
You do?
Well,
Well,
and they're what are they do? Are they sleeping? What are they doing? Just like chilling up there with their heads in the
Roosting.
wind? Or...
There's nests up there, so they're
Okay.
just nesting. The red feathered one is sitting on her grand nest, if you will. She's just being happy and content with the fact that she is in the middle of everything.
so she's awake.
Seems like it, yes.
Well, looks like Grim's not here. Let's go back down. uh,
Is there
And-
another way up in there? Like, are there steps or some?
There is a circular staircase that goes up there, and that is the only way up, unless you want to go via the outside of the tower.
No, I mean, like, is there a way up from there to like another level? In that
You will have
harpy
noticed
forest?
you will have noticed a singular ladder with a hatch.
Okay,
Is it closed?
sounds
Yes.
promising. Closed, unlocked, or just closed?
You can't see if
I guess
something
the
is
lock
locked.
would be on the other side if they really wanted to keep them out.
Oh, and one more thing, which you might also have noticed. While on this floor you will have some windows, and that's it. The level above has 2 perches that you can basically come in and out of, sort of like balconies without balustrades.
And the level above is still within the haze.
The one right above you, where the harpies are, yes, but the haze is very thin over there.
supposed to be getting to some point, but that's outside the haze. So maybe it's above that then. I would have thought they would have been sleeping outside the haze. Okay.
The harpies are, for the purposes of the story of Drakkenheim, are warped creatures by the eldritch powers of Drakkenheim.
Okay.
Yeah, these aren't normal harpies. These are
But
meteor
they're sitting within
delirium.
the footprint of the building, like down, not on the balconies,
Not on the purchase. No, they're on the inside.
on the inside.
So we've
With
got
the that's a
Yeah. how many manicores was it? Was it
Just
two
One
one.
manticore.
Just one manicore, the big harpy, and then how many other harpies?
3.
3. So,
I got nothing to really surprise them with.
I mean, I can always give them a warm welcome, and just a small flame appears in his hand.
You have a high-powered one, like a really strong flame that you can do.
I mean, I can
They-
just
they-
do another fireball.
maybe I could
That's what I said,
could
yeah.
negotiate with them.
I the time for negotiating is over, I think.
I think the
We've
time for
already
action is
killed like
now.
a ton of them, so and we killed the 2 manticores. Why aren't they free? Why aren't they trying to like take us out? Like, are they just waiting for the home field advantage? Like, we
Might not
literally
know.
made an explosion down here, and they haven't come down. So Like,
No, it
They
wasn't an
they might have-
It wasn't an explosion. It was just a sap.
and also
well,
they
it's
Yeah,
still
but
a
the
loud
bell.
sound. It's still like a sound.
Apparently, they're used to the fact that the floor below makes sounds every once in a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
If the
Who knows,
towers
maybe
are
they're just-
rocking, don't come a knocking.
So unless
Yeah.
someone has better ideas, I think I'll just start with Fireball.
Yeah,
I'm
fireball.
gonna
Then
give. I'm gonna
uh,
put a little berry in the air and say fizzle. Why don't you hang on to this? And I don't know where he is. So I'm just doing this. Going.
When Fizzle looked, did you see if they were clumped together, if they were pretty spread out throughout the room? And how big? It's the same size of room basically as this room,
More or less, yes.
more or less. Okay.
So we are engaging them.
yeah, I
Uh,
think fireball. I can do something like Atoli did earlier with the web. So that might be good to have them not fly away.
yeah. So they
Right.
can't try and get outside and sing at us.
I'm just thinking if I should patch myself up before we go up there, or if I handle it that
We
just like
did.
that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I only that 7 points is not great, but
We already had a short rest, so it's
we
not
did.
like we
Yeah.
can do much more.
Yeah. I used 2 of my hit die, but it would take another hour, half hour.
Yeah, that's and I don't want to use
Okay. In
Yeah,
that case,
I
Fritz
think
will just try to very quietly creep up the stairs and basically until the point that he has line of sight on the room himself, and he can assert uh, if they're fireball shaped.
Sure. With that, I will bring you to the next map.
Nimbarlin is
So
right
we
behind
can
you.
stand that.
Okay.
I'm not
Let's make
okay
sure
with
that I drop all
this.
your tokens here. Hang on.
This looks like death.
Who knows, right? There, you're kind of stacked on top of each other, but like for all intents and purposes. Oh, and the dead one came along well. There we go.
Oh my. Oh look, there's a
Um,
little guitar, lutes. They have
Where are the open spaces? Are these here on the side?
yeah, the round balconies are basically outside.
Okay.
Okay. This seems very fireball shaped. In that case, if
Yeah.
nothing else. Oh, wait, he can't see from the stairs because of the pillar, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you'd
So
have
you'll
to
have
sneak
to
around,
you have to do it from
hide
behind the
behind
pillar.
this barrel. Yeah.
Okay, in that case, he'll just basically crawl over here, basically just going prone on the floor, over here, peeking around, and if nothing else happens, he will just pull out another small ember from his pipe and chuck it right about. Wait. I can place the templates from here somewhere, right?
You can, but like we'll start up combat in a second, anyways. Can you please roll me a stealth check? Like you're probably gonna make it, but I want to make sure. Like natural one is still
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, I think I'll just place the token first.
Sure.
Stealth,
Whoa.
you say?
Yes.
That's an 18 on the die, so
You're fine.
yeah, that's a dirty 20.
That's
Okay.
more than fine. Then that will act as your surprise. After that, the combat will ensue as normal.
It's a good surprise
So your
round.
fireball, the fireball will be the surprise.
Yes, very surprising fireball.
I mean, imagine just sitting and you just basically hear like a very soft like roar that just like all of a sudden like gets bigger when like it almost hits. That's like that's pretty surprising.
Hey, what's that
All
sound?
right.
Oh, must have been the wind.
A pretty
Used to be an
high
adventure, like
DC too. 16.
Um,
Oh, they are
That
flying.
is
probably.
a 16 on Dex. Yes. The Crimson Countess makes that with a 25.
Oh.
Oof.
That is
Uh,
not cool.
She still takes half though.
Do you
Uh,
get some sort of disadvantage on some saves when surprised? There are some conditions that give you disadvantage on dex saves, I know. I don't think surprise does that, but maybe. I
I'll
don't
have a
think
look.
so. I think that's like just paralyze and and stunt and do that though.
Yeah, because it will be like a surprise is already like pretty hefty that they can't respond. To
Yeah.
but just as well, just like have a look.
It's 25 on a probably at best a 19, so +6. Pretty dexterous.
She's a harpy after all, and a leader at that.
Yeah.
No, it's just as is. So she made it. The other harpy had a what was the bonus? 14, so fails. Manti the Manticore has a 9, fails.
Oh, beautiful.
Manti?
Manti the Manticore.
At least it's not
the other
Barry.
harpy, the the leftmost harpy, has an 18, so saves. So the Manticore and the top right harpy fail. The other two succeed.
Okay, that's not the greatest fireball. That's just 20 fire damage.
Still damage.
Oh,
So that is a full 20 on the Manticore. That is 20 on that harpy. That is 10 on this harpy, and that is 10 on the Crimson Countess, who screams loudly as she is hit. She doesn't like that.
Okay.
And she
And-
perks up. Yes.
Yeah.
Do they
After
stay
doing
on
that-
fire or do they not?
No, it's
No,
just
Start burning. It's just a little.
it's
any
a flash.
flammable objects
None-
technically catch on fire.
None of
So
these
does the
bones
nest-
are flammable. The nest.
Like the
yeah.
nest?
They're all sitting
Yeah,
in
the
nests.
The nests are technically flammable, so yeah,
And it's like right in the middle of it.
yeah.
They're-
I'll,
the two-
I'll allow that.
Two of the nests would catch on fire, and the Countess's nest as well.
Yep.
Okay. And
I will allow
basically,
that.
right after throwing the fireball, he will bucket back down the stairs. He doesn't want to
Get back
be
down
at the spear
But
front.
we're all there. Okay.
I'll allow you to get into the stairs, so that is there.
Okay.
And from
Cool.
there,
Cool guys don't look at explosions anyway.
Yes, exactly. That's the sole reason.
from there we're gonna go and do some initiative. So let's do that.
All right.
That's 15.
Oh, right.
sorry,
Roll
17.
initiative. I'm okay with going a little farther back though.
20.
I got the
Oh.
13, but I didn't have my token selected, so it didn't.
13 for you. I'll add it in.
Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to go.
Initiative value 15, and for where are you, Nisbet? There you are.
Actually, 17 for Fritz.
Oh,
I forgot to
17.
add the modifier.
Even better. I mean, it doesn't change your place, but your it just looks better. And it's 13. Was it for you, Nesbit?
13, yeah.
Yes, sir. There you are.
Also, time we put those like we put something in our ears to help with the
I assume we never took them out.
screams. So I assume we still have those going on. Is that
I never.
okay? Or
We never got cleared
Yeah.
if they actually worked or if they didn't work.
That's
No,
I
we
think
got
advantage.
we got
I know.
advantage on them.
our
that's,
Yeah, we
that's
did.
what it should do. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got advantage on
Anyway.
the roll when they start singing. Anyway,
All right. With that, let's get to the start of the round with Monsieur Nibarlan. It's your turn. What do you do?
well, Barlin.
Also,
let's
new
see.
battle music. I don't know if you guys heard it yet. but
I
don't
heard
think
it.
you did.
I heard it, and I was okay with it.
I got a whole slew of them. 6 new ones.
This will on me, but she is not there. She is staying out of this. Yeah, she's at the back of the pack down the stairs.
Fair.
So he's got. Where is he? Where are we starting here? It's okay. Where am I starting at? Just for, I'm right behind Fritz. So 1, 2.
Oh, I was gonna say I forgot to add in one more harpy. There we go.
5, 10, 15. See.
Getting Doom vibes from this music.
All right, and Barlin is going to pop out and look at the Countess and say, "Wow, you're a beauty." In fact, all the ones up here, I think. Hmm, where is it? Yes.
He's not a bard, right?
No, but he.
I
but
elect
that,
to seduce the harpy.
but that one's my favorite.
That's
So
fair.
as he does this, he pulls out 2 arrows and a bright glowing object and throws it ahead of him and shoots. And as he shoots, I'll start with the first thing. The first thing will be just the bow attack. So attack.
Oh, wow.
There
7.
we go.
It was above
Yeah,
5.
that'll hit.
So damage. So 7 plus 3, so 10 damage.
Noted. That hurts.
And he's going for the other attack.
That'll hit.
So hits.
I'm more surprised
Or-
that he's hit twice in a row.
This is new. Why
Yeah.
did you leave our old Barlow?
Who are
5.
you?
Yes.
Is it every time you hit, you get the
No,
No,
I think it's just the first time.
First time every
Favorite
time.
foe is
first
just a
time
roll.
on each
Yeah.
of your turns? Okay, yeah.
Still 15 damage
Yeah.
is good damage.
One
Nice.
Not bad, not
second.
bad.
1 second, because I did not load my other thing that I'm doing here. It's giving me error again. Okay, so anyway, in that case, the glowing object that he threw up shatters, and as it shatters, you hear a large shatter, and then dissipates into silence, because it was a silence that he just cast to right here where he is. And because I can't, because it's
What
not
did you
giving
do?
me, I cast silence.
On who?
Is it favored
Right
foe
where I'm-
casting something? Or
No,
is
no,
that
it's a
not-
bonus action silence with the
Oh,
thing
it's
that
here. Okay.
it's the thing that we
And
talked
you
about, Barry.
attacked and you casted silence?
Oh, right. Yes. Okay. So,
But-
so
Bonus
where
action
you-
silence. I'm gonna cast it basically where he's standing. So it's 20. It's not. I have it set up on D&D Beyond, but it's not letting me load it. So I will have to just do a circle template for 20 feet.
Is it radius or diameter?
I'm quickly having a look. 20-foot
Oh
radius.
yeah, that's probably good. Radius. Ooh. There it is.
Are you telling
So
me
silence there.
I cannot cast spells inside this circle?
Mhm.
Correct, but you can, if you just step out and go back in, you can. You'll have to step out and go back in. This is to protect against the harpy singing.
But they can sing outside the circle.
Yeah,
But
but like
sound
that
doesn't pass in.
No.
Oh,
it basically
okay.
Stops.
So it's like a magical anti-spell bubble. Ish.
To a degree. Yeah. The only thing is, like, in contrast to an actual anti-magic shield, is that you can actually disperse this by the use of anti-magic. You can't do that on an anti-magic shield.
And you can cast spells into it if you are a spellcaster. You just can't be inside
true.
it.
Right, okay.
This also gives, I believe, lightning and thunder damage. So,
Just thunder, not lightning.
oh, okay, just thunder damage. Never
Yeah,
mind.
thunder
I
damage
was
you're
thinking-
immune to inside this.
I was hoping her little lightning thing would. Anyway, but can't hear them sing. There we go. And that is my turn. Yes.
Alrighty. This harpy over here will fly over here and hide. Fritz.
Okay, Fritz, first of all, would like to express his discontent towards Nebalin, but he can't really do that because when he opens his mouth, nothing comes out.
Yep.
So he'll just do a gesture that I will not further describe. And he'll step out here. I assume
Yes.
the nest is merrily catching fire.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not only the
And-
Countess that's hot right now.
Huh. Decisions. I'm considering between doing just another fireball, because why not? Or a hypnotic pattern.
I mean,
They
I
seem
vote
to
for
be quite dexterous.
I vote for another
so-
fireball though, because more fire.
And then
Yeah, but they.
be really nice.
Yeah, no, let's go for a hypnotic pattern. It's basically the same area, I think, right?
It's pretty big.
That's what
Wait,
she
it's
said.
no, it's a 30-foot cube. Wait, then I'll have to place a new token, a new template. Boop, boop.
I think with a 30-foot cube, you're not going to hit all four. But go ahead and do it, just to be sure.
Yeah, no, it's just 3 of them, so let's do it like this. Yeah. Like that. So that's a wisdom save, please.
Alrighty. The harpy makes definitely does not make that 7. The Crimson Countess has it with a 20, so she makes it. And then finally, the Manticore, was it? Fails it with a that makes it a dirty 1. Wow. So fail.
At 31,
A dirty 1, yeah. So that that
it
means
goes
you got a
down.
minus on the
Oh
dice.
my god!
Okay, so those 2 are charmed, incapacitated, and have a speed of 0 now.
Do I have anything for charmed? I'll just do stun for now. Like we'll know what that is.
Who's incapacitated now?
The 2 that have a little logo above their head.
Yeah, and
Ah.
I will actually command Fizzle. I'll just have to check what's her range. I will use my bonus action to command Fizzle to attack. 40, 60. So, let's go for the Countess. Fizzle is invisible, so she would be unseen, so she would have advantage, I guess.
Correct?
That's 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's 1 piercing damage, and they must succeed on a con save.
Which she has for a 17.
That succeeds. Okay, so that means Fizzle is no longer invisible. And I used how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I only have 5 foot left of my movement, so he'll step back into the silence.
All right.
That's turn.
Totally.
Well, as colorful as Fritz would have had it, he would have also cursed out the fucking silence that just suddenly envelops his every nature and being. But no words come out. So, following in Fritz's footsteps, he's going to step out behind him as he steps back in. and prepare the battlefield for a just as big a fight as before, and cast web in the corner up there to stop anything from moving in the top right down, and
Oh.
the Manticore would have to fly around the tower.
The
And
nest is on
seeing,
fire.
yep, exactly.
So that'll work for 1 round, and it'll immediately catch fire and do damage.
Yep.
So
She still has
if
to.
that's what you want to do, then it's fine.
It is. She still has to do the dexterity saving throw, though.
Yes, because she is in the middle of it.
Yes.
She'll have to do that on her turn, I believe.
That
Probably.
starts its turn in the webs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that pretty much just setting up the next round. So he's also going to step in back in the quiet bubble, but still
Where
out
did
there
you
on
start your turn? Do you have the movement
Uh,
to step back?
Yeah.
There.
I started here. So
Oh yeah,
I
right.
got-
I thought you started where Tali is.
no. So just right there, and kind of like hiding behind the outcropping of the wall.
All right. Nesbit.
Would Nesbit be already sitting on? Could he be sitting on Tali right now on the stairs or not?
Would you have been riding him up on the stairs?
If you were planning to attack, yeah.
Then you were on him. I'll allow that.
Riding something while on stairs sounds very fun.
Yeah, but
And Tali is
Probably
quadrupedal.
like prone on top of it.
yeah,
Maybe.
I imagine basically just trying to stay on for dear life.
Sure.
The problem is there's burning web right now, so I can't go in melee. What do I do? And I can try to fairy fire, but where did the other harpy go? The
Here.
one down here.
She's height. She went hid, but it's behind that. We're assuming she's back there because she could have slipped out of. Just me kind of thinking, if we weren't paying attention, she could have done this.
So while riding Talia, I would be able to go here.
But I'm not sure if you would know, because how far down the stairs
Yeah,
are we?
I'm-
Like,
I don't think you would have seen that, and we can't really communicate in there.
Not even telepathically?
We can.
we can communicate telepathically. Fritz is the only one who is not part of that.
This was all part of the equation.
Well,
We could still talk
yeah.
to each other. We're still within. We still have an hour left if I did my math right. So we can all talk.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think
I mean,
I totally would
technically
have.
all,
I totally
What?
would have definitely thought that Nebalin was an asshole for throwing up that bubble.
Actually, speaking of that, Fritz can telepathically communicate simple ideas and concept to any creature within 30 feet of it can understand the language. So he would have
Wait,
very
what?
clearly communicated the idea to the Balin.
Wait, you have? Oh, of course, that's a racial. Yeah.
Yes.
You have that. Yeah.
Oh.
Throw up silence bubble, and instantly the two spellcasters just curse him out. It's like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, that's.
No. Fritz's curse is not verbal, it's just concentrated judgment.
Okay.
Nesbit
Feeling
would.
of an eye roll. So-
Yeah,
Nesbit
just
would
like
try
in the back of
to-
your head, like, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. Go ahead. Nesbit.
Let's go, Nesbit. Yeah, I just measured. Nesbit should be able to ride Tali up to here, and then see that one harpy, and we'll probably charge at her.
All right.
While still on Tali, and he's gonna. While still on Tali, he's gonna attack the harpy.
Right.
Just with a Warhammer. So.
Go right ahead.
Oh god damn it! Okay.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, 13.
13. That does hit.
I was about to say, does he not also have
Yeah.
it's incapacitated? So doesn't he have advantage?
No.
Nope.
No?
Incapacitation doesn't do anything. It's just like you can't take action, but they will
Okay.
snap out of that now.
Right, because when
Um,
they get struck, they snap out of it.
That's 7 damage.
All right.
Think that. No, wait, that wasn't.
Yep.
7. No, yeah, that was right. Then I'm gonna try to hit her a second time.
All right.
That should hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
And that's 11 damage.
Noted. That makes her bloodied.
Okay, and I think Tali, because I'm riding on him, can't do anything unless I dismount now. Where's Tali? There. It's not there. No, I think Nespet would stay on Tali at this point. Yeah. That's my turn.
All right.
Are you still in the bubble?
Nope.
And-
No, he's outside
No.
the bubble.
I mean, I still got 5 feet, so I can. But that would be. Actually, then Nespet would use his movement to dismount Tali. Need to shuffle around. And.
Ooh, let me quickly
Oh
check.
no,
That
then
would,
that would still be. No, okay, then Nespet stays on Tali. Let's keep
Okay.
it that way.
Still be retaliation as well, right? If you're dismounting from the, she would still get
Yeah,
a retaliation attack.
Yeah.
Reaction. Sorry, not retaliation.
So for the Crimson Countess, first off, I need to make a dex save because she is currently caught in webs that immediately catch flame as well, which I think she's going to make out of. That is a 19.
Yeah.
All right. So she doesn't like what you just did, and she screams out, "Let's get him!" Which all of you can't hear, except for
It's like, huh?
Nesprit can hear it, yeah.
Someone
Yeah.
said something.
We just
Um,
see her screaming.
So, what she does is she flies, first of all, she flies up 10 feet. Then she flies over there and she pulls out that large rod that she had. And she
Oh.
flips it over in her hand like she's going to throw it like a javelin. And she utters a word that all of you except for Nespip can't hear. Nespip, do you speak Elvish?
No.
Okay, then you will only get a rough idea of a word, but like she said something, but you're not exactly sure what she said. And as she says that, you see that this javelin basically turns into a bolt of lightning, and she hurls that towards you,
Yeah.
and it goes to Fritz and to Atoli. For the both of you, I will require a dexterity saving throw.
Even if I'm hiding behind that little outcropping of a wall.
Yes, it is a
Rude.
that's not enough hiding.
But
That's
I'm
17.
tiny.
I know.
That's an
17 for you,
18.
you said?
Well, 22.
All right. The both of you will save, which means you will get half the damage for for the lightning. Then I also need to make the attack roll itself.
That's electrifying.
Yeah, that's part of it. For the attack itself, I have a 17 to hit on you, Fritz.
That hits.
All right. A lot of text to cover.
Dear God.
There it is. All right. Good track. Huh? All right. First off, Fritz, for the javelin, you get pierced for 10 points of damage. And then for the lightning, you both succeeded in saving. So that means you get half of what I'm about to roll. Well, that's
You're-
easy. That's a total of 20 divided by 2. So that's 10 points of lightning damage for the both of you.
Oh.
As the javelin hits Fritz, the lightning bolt just jolts through and hits Atoli. And as soon as that happens, the spear itself just disappears and reappears in her hand.
Oh, fuck.
And with her remaining movement, she flies out of the tower.
Of course she does. Of course she fucking does.
Just making sure web is difficult terrain.
That is
So-
correct.
So you considered that for the movement?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, it is 5 feet extra in the movement upwards, but she has a total flight speed of 60. So, the Manticore is really enjoying the way that you looked, Fritz, and skips its turn as it's charmed and incapacitated. Elodie.
Everyone, let's not attack the
Uh,
manticore yet. Let's let him be.
That's what you say in your mind. And
Yes.
Whoa.
Ah!
Sorry, I had to
Wait,
concentrate
where?
on the spider web.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Oh, right. I also
Really
need
focus on
concentration.
that.
I'm very
I need
focused on this web
concentration
right now.
for hypnotic
Oh, for
pattern.
the hypnotic, yeah, good point.
Not an issue. That's 21.
All right, fine.
Okay.
My 20 brother from another mother.
15. And then can I just throw throw my daggers at this one?
What's your range on those things?
I think it's 60.
Wait, where'd she
In that case,
go?
then yes.
The Countess.
She flew outside.
Oh,
What is that? 35 feet? Is that what that tiny little number is? I literally can't see it.
Yeah, because for a normal dagger, it's 2060.
5,
But I
10,
believe
15,
for
20, 25,
your
30,
daggers, it's
35.
slightly different.
Yeah, for my psychic daggers, it's 60 feet and there's no disadvantage.
Cool. In that case, you can.
Which is really cool. I think it's just because they're made of mind stuff.
Yeah, they don't really get break by
By
the
air,
wind.
yeah.
Yeah, so you're fine. So yes, you can.
Okay, so I will do that. And I don't think I get advantage for any reason. 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
You would, because he's sitting there next to him.
yeah, you got
Well,
No, that's
I
not
don't. I get
advantage.
No,
sneak
that's
attack, but
but
not
you do get
advantage.
sneak attack. Yeah.
sneak
Okay.
attack, yeah.
Yeah. So it's a different thing. Oh my god, double sixes.
Damn.
All right.
Get him.
21 on that.
It's a
uh,
3d6 and underneath it's at 633. I was like, the what now? But that's not the damage. That's just a random number.
yeah,
for
no,
some
it's
reason.
6, 3, and 3. Yes,
Yeah.
those are added together. Not 633. That would be amazing, though.
21 total damage. So this harpy over there is just got hit, like pummeled on her head and just like snapped out of what she was doing. And as she was basically getting ready to tear into Nespip, Nespip just noticed what was going on and just put his head to the side and just snuck, just like a knife just whooshed past it, like right in her forehead. She's dead.
Yeah. Heck yeah. All right. Um. Well, I do have a bonus action attack, but I think I will already used 15 feet of movement. Is any of this stuff like tall, or is it all just like stuff on the floor? Like, could I hide behind any of like in this mess?
You
Could
can
I
hide behind the
in
pillars.
this,
The black
or
boxes, those are
just the
pillars. You can hide behind
pillars?
those.
Just the pillars. Okay. Well, then I will try to hide back here. Oh, I'm in the measurement tool. There we go. With my bonus action. Yeah. Do that.
All right.
Bonus action hide. Because I don't think I can reach the other ones from that spot.
Won't be too far. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
How
Oh,
tall
hang
is
on.
the ceiling in here?
The ceilings everywhere were, I believe, 20 feet, but let me check just to be sure.
Okay. Because web is a cube, so it would be completely covering the whole room up to the ceiling.
Yes.
Oh shit.
I mean, four
It's not
squares.
relevant right now. I just was planning my next turn.
Yeah.
Four squares are burning away. These four squares.
This floor is 20 feet. Yeah.
Thank you.
These four squares are going to be gone in a minute.
Yes. But we have one more harpy who feels decidedly cornered, as there is like a large webbing in front of her, and she can't really do anything about that. So instead, she's going to back up into a corner here. And she's going to sing a song of panic
Song of Panic.
and sweat. That's all she can do. As she starts singing, I think the only one that is going to be affected by this at present is going to be Nespip. So Nespip, I require a wisdom saving throw from you.
And it's magic, right? A magical effect.
That is a magical effect, technically, yes.
So do it with advantage. Wisdom.
Yes.
It was. Okay.
Hey, well, I mean, that's
That is how much? 13.
13.
You save. You're fine.
Good.
It sounds pretty, but not today. That is all she is going to do. Nibarlan, your turn.
time. So she is. Let me double check my range here. Oh my guy. Yeah, you're fine. So he's gonna run. Gonna run up here. 25th. See, in order to get eyesight on her, it would be there, basically, where that skeleton, where the guy is strung up right here. That would be. Come on.
Yeah, you would have a view on her.
I'd go there. Okay, and then I will go in for an attack.
Would there be some cover? Because that really is a weird sideline, especially with the web.
There's a
enough to
gibbet in the way
matter.
and a web. Let's see. Yeah, I'll allow that as half cover.
Well, does it still beat with a 16 though?
Yeah, which you will still beat because that will give her 2 points of armor extra. That'll still hit.
Okay, do the damage on that one.
He's now hit 3 in a row, guys.
So 7.
Oh, she's bleeding.
Plus your D4.
No, it's just on the countess.
Isn't it
She's
on
my favorite.
every? Oh
No,
right, just on the
she's my
countess.
favorite. It's not Hunter's Mark would be no. I could because I could transfer Hunter's Mark, but I can't with favorite because I can't have 2 favorites. I can only have 1 favorite.
Right, just one favorite. Totally makes sense.
Until you pick the next one.
Until I put the next favorite, yeah. And then I guess. So yeah, started off here. So let's see. I went 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I'll start off here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. I don't want to do that. I guess I'll go for another attack from this location then.
There he is.
There we go.
There he
That's the
is.
miss.
There's the Navarran we know and love.
Yeah. He's actually a good shot. It's just he's been having a rough day of it.
So this shot was actually good, but it gets caught in the web.
Okay, there you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
perfect. It just the web caught it.
Oing, 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 oing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I'll stay right there. And let me see if I got anything else. I think that's just my turn then. Yep, that's my turn.
All right. Let's see how far she can fly.
Wait. Before I turns in, what's this ladder right here? Is this the hatch that we saw?
The ladder you see over here is the one that goes up to the latch. Yes. And I could be an asshole and say, like, that caught on fire too by your fireball, but let's not.
Uh,
We already
is it
burned
going-
all of our loot.
so it's going up or is it going down?
It's going.
Ladders
up
generally do
to
go
a-
up.
It's
Well, I mean,
going
like, 'cause-
up
'cause
to
you-
a hatch, is what he
Well,
said.
because I thought in below, I thought we saw something down below. Oh no, that's what you were describing it to. You were describing this location. Okay, never mind. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, that's my turn. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Yeah, that harpy is still there. And she will come out of hiding. That's what she's gonna do. She is gonna fly into here. And she will attack you with a claw and a club.
Okay.
So, with one of her talents, she will try to claw at you for a 19.
That hits.
And her club will swing at you, but will probably miss because that's an 8.
That misses.
All right. For the claw, that is, let me get some new dice. 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And unless I'm mistaken, are you concentrating on the silence bubble?
Yeah, I'll do a saving throw for that. I suppose. What's the saving throw for that?
You should hit an 11 or higher.
I mean, but what stat do I use, or is it just a straight roll?
I thought
Should
it's
be
10.
Constitution saving throw.
What were you saying, Tim?
It should be a DC 10, not 11.
It's a 10.
But, like what stat is it? Constitution or is it intelligence, wisdom?
Yeah, it's
Con-
Constitution.
It's Constitution.
Okay. You saving throw for Constitution. Here we go. Damn it!
Oh.
The silence breaks.
Oh,
Which
boy.
opens up a whole lot of other things. But
No.
Hey, guys, good start. Guys, good start on this. So. 27.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, being a harpy, she would try. Make an attack of opportunity. She's going to try and make a run for it. Or fly for it, if you will.
Right.
Run, you fool. We go. Oh no,
Fuck!
dude!
There he is.
There he is.
Use all of
I
his luck.
don't want to call it, but you guys fucking jinxed it. He was having a roll. You guys were like, see, it's back. And now you jinxed it. We love you, New Barlam. You were just like perplexed that she came at you like this. That's what happened.
Yeah.
You didn't have time to grab your melee weapon. All right, Fritz, your turn.
Okay, I'll take a step over here. And do I see that harpy? And if yes, how much cover does it have?
I'll apply the same rule. So yes, but half cover. So she has an AC of +2.
And that one is the one that looks extra crispy.
That one is looking pretty bad. Yes.
Okay, then let's start with one Eldritch Blast in their direction.
Mhm.
That's 10 plus a lot, so that's an 18 to hit.
Yeah.
That's 1d10. That's 7 plus 5. It's 12 plus 3 fire damage. That's 50 damage total.
Yeah, you turned her into a mural.
Blech.
She is she's very dead.
Uh-huh. Art is my
Alright.
passion. I imagine just a harpy outline on the wall behind her. In soot.
Art is my passion.
And the second Eldritch Blast goes for the other harpy. Oh, that's not as good. That's a 13 to hit. but that one's probably without cover.
She's without cover, so you'll hit.
Okay. So it's honestly an accomplishment to miss the dice tower. That's 8 force damage.
8 force damage. Noted. You hear her
Okay.
square in the back. That hurts.
Okay, and as a bonus action, he'll command Fritz to take a shot.
Fizzle.
Yeah, fizzle, yes. That's a 14 on the die plus 6, so a dirty 20.
Shooting the same harp?
Yes.
Then it hits. Yeah.
And that's 1 piercing damage and a con save.
Con of 14.
Okay, that's actually a failure because Fritz Fizzle uses my spell safety DC.
Mm-hmm.
So, wait.
She is poisoned, right?
Poison for a minute.
Yep.
Yes.
Noted.
And I still have 25 feet of movement, so let's get the hell out of here.
That is a very fair point. All right. Totally. The webs in front of you have burned away at this point.
All right.
And
And all of them?
I believe they all burn away, but let me check.
No,
think
just the
it's
ones. It's
Each
just the ones.
square is struck
Yeah,
individually.
each square is struck individually. Each 5 feet a square. Each 5 feet a square. The webs are flammable. Any 5-foot cube of the webs exposed to fire burns away in 1 round.
Oh, okay.
Which means that the manticore should still be somewhat blocked.
I mean, the
In that
Manticore
case,
is
let me
vibing.
use...
Oh yeah, no, he's vibing. That's like I know, but that's why like I don't want to stop concentrating on the web because it's gonna stop him from coming straight at us, rather than
Yeah.
having
We're
to
gonna keep
fly
him
around. So,
Now,
would
I will say that the next layer will burn away in the next round, and then the next layer, so you got 2 more rounds before it's completely gone.
Yeah,
It
that's.
won't stop burning.
I mean, it's magical, so it would. But anyway, it's not
I
the
mean,
point.
it's exposed to fire.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
the
I know.
previous one burned, so it's just a chain reaction.
Regardless, first of all, he would try and see if he could see where the countess flew out after being struck by electrifying lightning. Is she circling the tower somewhere, or is she like higher above? Did she go down or up, or?
From where you are right now, you cannot see her.
Okay. Can I hear the flapping of her wings?
Make me your perception check. Fair point.
Dirty 20.
That beats what I had in my mind. Yes, you can hear that she is still somewhat on this side of the tower.
In that case, Tully's gonna make it inside and step to here. See the harpy attempting to run away and quickly flick off a cheeky firebolt. And miss.
You hit the gibbet behind her.
Cling, cling, and that's it.
Like the body that was still in there just like disintegrates and like parts of bone fall off the tower.
Hey, I hit something, okay?
Alrighty. Monsieur Nespip.
Seeing the harpy fly by behind him, he's gonna ride entirely to that harpy and try to attack her. Okay, that probably hits, I assume.
That does very much hit.
That's 10 damage.
Noted. That makes her bloodied.
And another attack that probably hits.
Oh, yes.
And that's another 10 damage.
All right. She is not looking too spicy, but she is still there.
And I think it would be too cheesy to say that Nespip can dismount now and have Tali attack another time. That's a bit wonky, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then actually
when you dismount, you both get it's like separate turns where you're on top. You basically take your action as one. That's what you just did.
Yeah. Can I see outside? Are there any more harpies approaching or anything like that?
On that side of the tower, you currently don't see any.
Okay, then Nesmith is gonna end his turn here.
Alrighty. In that case, we are back with the Crimson Countess, who will fly back for 20 feet, appearing here again as she flies back into the tower. She has a javelin ready in her hand, and even though it isn't completely crackling with energy, you do see like sparks coming off the tip of it. It looks different than what she did last time. But she throws this javelin forward towards Nibarlan. Nibarlan does a 23 hit.
Yes.
I have to ask. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Game mechanics and all that.
Yeah.
You are hit for 9 points of piercing damage, and as this thing pierces you, you get a jolt of energy from the javelin inside of you, adding another 14 points of lightning damage to it. So that is 9 and 14, adding for 23 as the javelin dislodges itself and flies back to her. She will try to fly out again, but she can't reach further than that.
Jesus F Christ.
That's a lot of damage.
The Manticore is has just discovered
We're
a new
vibing.
song in his head and is vibing to it.
It's vibing so hard right now.
Yeah. You see that head bop thing like going on over there. Elodie, your turn.
Okay. I think I'm gonna. Well. Okay. So I'm already hidden,
Yes.
but it's like one of those weird things whether or not I can just get her, I think.
I will I will continue on the tradition of half cover over here. It's between pillars. If you press yourself against it, you might be able to see her. This
Okay.
is, however, she's also 10 feet in the air, so count that in. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, you're gonna be able to hit her, but that is with half cover on her.
Okay.
Unless you-
That's fine. I will try to hit her then. Because I'm attacking from hiding, it should be
Advantage.
with advantage, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's do that. Oh, good. 22.
That
Mhm.
hits. Nice.
That's what we like to
Okay.
see.
And then this. Come on, give me some freaking sixes. No sixes. Fuck. Okay. Not as good, but still 16. 16.
Oh yeah, because you were hitting that sneak attack still. That's correct.
Yep.
That is 16.
That's why I asked about the advantage thing. Yeah.
Got it.
Um.
Yeah, that hurts.
And then I'm gonna bonus action throw another one. Let's do this one. I think she's probably noticed me by now, so it's not with advantage the second
The advantage
time,
only
or
counts
is
for the
it?
first time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. But I rolled really good, so 23.
That'll still hit. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then this one is not with sneak attack, so give me just a second. I can toggle. I'm learning the Beyond 20 thing, and apparently you can toggle when you add sneak attack or not.
I am proud of you.
This is just another 7 damage.
Damage is damage.
And I should mention that this is part of this is psychic damage. Or is it all psychic damage, I guess? The sneak attack
I believe all of your blades
doesn't.
have a replaced damage for her psychic because they're psychic blades. So yes.
Yes, yeah, but the sneak attack isn't like always piercing or always.
I think it's of the
It
attack
just
damage.
adds on to the
Yeah.
same amount or the same.
It's of damage, so it'll
type that
be.
it was.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we ever fight something that's really strong against psychic. Ooh.
You're gonna need your normal dice.
All right, so yeah, that's another 7, and then movement. I will duck. Oh, so she would have half cover to hit me from there, but she also has all of her movement, so she could just come up and get me. I think I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
As you will.
Yeah.
In that case, Nibarnum, top of the round.
Hey. He is going to cast Hunter's Mark on to the flying red bird. So she is not only his favorite, she is marked.
He's now
I
also
need my
marked as his
Nibarnum-
favorite.
Nibarnum cast attachment issues on the.
Beautiful.
I mean, she is a pretty token. I'll give you that. But
uh, 24 hit.
Hey, he's back.
yeah, that definitely hits.
All right, so he's got damage. So got the damage from the longbow. 5 plus the Hunter's Mark
Yes.
Damn.
Oh,
nice.
max damage.
plus 6.
And the favorite
plus the
foe?
favorite
Max as well.
3. Almost max.
Almost max. Yeah.
Oh, that was a
So
D4.
5,
Sorry.
6, 11,
Yes.
14 total for that hit.
That still hurts.
And then he is going to, of course, attack again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
16.
That doesn't hit, unfortunately.
Oh well. Got one good hit, and he is going to bean it back and check out this harpy over here. Over there. And that will be his turn.
Alrighty. This harpy will express her gratitude to everyone here by start singing a song, which means that everyone right now, because you're all in the range, will need to make a wisdom saving throw. Yes.
Now we have the earplugs. Do
What
the
does-
earplugs do anything?
So that is a good point, and yes, you will. I will allow you to do that with advantage because that is what we agreed on last session.
I did not have any earplugs in. I chose not to.
That is correct.
Still got a
you
dirty
get
20.
so you're fine. And this
Oh,
would
I
roll
don't
a
have-
16.
Terrible.
I rolled a 19 because advantage.
Yep.
Because I'm in a gnome.
No.
20.
good
With
old-
advantage, you got a 5, Lily?
Yeah, I rolled a 6 and a 5, and I subtract 1.
Okay. And Fritz, you?
I have a 16. I have advantage because of the racial.
Yep. Then everyone saves but Elodie.
Yeah.
The song is very pretty. You are currently charmed by her, and that means that if you are more than 5 feet away from the harpy, you will need to spend all of your movement to move toward the harpy by the most direct route.
Is there
At the
anything
same
about
time-
not hurting her in there? Okay.
No, you just want to get close to her. That's all you want.
Just want to get close.
Yeah, you
The
can use.
Sorry.
At the end of every turn, you can do another saving throw to break out of this. But what's going to be problematic, potentially, is the fact that the harpy flies out of the tower.
I'm gonna use
Oh.
my reaction to try to hit her.
Go ahead. You better kill her, because this is going to be dangerous.
Yes,
I don't want to run off the side of a tower.
that should hit.
That'll hit.
Oh, good. Okay.
Make sure you do enough damage.
Oh,
That's 13
beautiful.
damage.
You kill her. Thank God. Okay, so
Yes!
you're charmed and gone.
Yes.
Everything's
I just-
okay.
I just baseball bat her off the tower.
That got dicey for a
La, la,
moment.
la.
I was
Right,
about to be very
Nespip.
mad.
You saved Elodie.
Yeah, because the trouble is, a charm like this can't deliberately make someone walk into lava or something, but it says nothing about walking off of the cliff of a tower because it isn't immediately dangerous. So that could actually work. But in this case, you're fine. She's very dead, so you also snap out of it again. That is this harpy. Yes.
Way to go, Nespip. That was.
How much
good.
health did she have?
38.
I mean, before the last hit.
I think she was down to 8
Oh.
or something.
Like, yeah, 9 or 8.
Okay.
So
Done.
slight overkill, but like enough to still cure her.
Yeah.
That brings us to Fritz.
I do like how the Manicore has just been vibing this.
Okay.
Death and destruction
Fritz,
around him.
having heard that the other harpy has blessed us with her wizard, that's 15 feet of movement, that's 20 feet of movement. Now I'm within 40 feet of her. So I'll first start with a nice pair of Eldritch Blasts.
Let's do it.
Blast her off the tower.
That's 25 to hit and
That'll hit.
16 to hit.
That won't.
Okay. The 25 one. That's 3 plus 5 is 8 plus 3 fire, so 13. 11, sorry.
That makes her bloodied.
And he will use his bonus action to command Fizzle to take a shot as well.
Mm-hmm.
Man, every time you say that, I just imagine Fizzle just taking a shot of a drink.
Yeah, exactly. That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, that hits. So that's a
One
-1.
piercing and a con save, please.
I imagine she's like shooting toothpicks. Like, ooh, that might actually work. That is a 15.
Well, that's a failure, so poisoned.
Yeah.
Meets it, beats it.
What does poison do?
She got
Disadvantage
on
disadvantage on her
attack.
attack. And ability
Okay.
checks as well. Yeah, ability checks as
Yes.
Thank God.
Okay.
Very
well. It's
good.
nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I will take the last 10 feet of my movement to get behind cover. That's turn.
All right. Totally.
Seeing the Countess kind of wanting to bitch out of the fight again, he is going to try and slow her down with a Ray of Frost. 14.
That is a
Crap.
14. That misses.
Okay,
It's
well
only
that
reducing it by 10 feet. She's
still 10 feet is still 10 feet when you're moving back and forth. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Getting a little bit frustrated with that, he's going to move over here. And in turn, keeping an eye on the Manticore.
Okay. That's Pip.
I'm just seeing. As far as it's worded, I can't cast a web on her because it wouldn't stay in place because there isn't anything to anchor it from the other side.
Because she's also in the air. That's correct.
Yeah. If
You can always try to do a direct hit on her with web, but that's like, then if it hits, that's great, but then it still kind of drops to the floor.
Yeah, that's my problem. And she will only do her saving throw, I think, on her turn, so that doesn't work. What do I have? Should I just start taking? I'm just gonna yell out. Should I start taking care of the Manticore?
Can you not hit? Can you not hit the? Can you not hit her?
I mean, either way, we still need to deal with the Manticore.
I know,
Yeah,
but
but
I'd
rather not do it at the
till
same
we've
time.
Killed,
Yeah,
I'd
that's
rather
true.
wait till we've
Yeah.
killed the big one.
Then
mean,
Not
I,
the big one, the queen.
I think 60 feet should be
Countess.
possible.
she's 40.
Yeah.
She's 40 feet.
Barely.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus 10.
So I'm gonna crush a rainbow-colored crystal in my hand and cast Fairy Fire on her in the hopes that she might fail the dexterity save.
There's hoping. Poison doesn't give her disadvantage on saving throws. No. That's a natural 20 plus bonus.
Okay.
Poop.
Worth a try. Nespep is gonna hide with Nabalin.
No, you
All
stand
right,
in front.
buddy.
No, you stand in front.
Put Tally in front, a big armored turtle in front, right in front of us.
Put me in, coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, the quite possibly lightning conductive turtle. Put that in front.
Yeah, that's it's the Countess's turn. Yeah. She is going to fly. And she's going to fly this way. If my arrows will work. There we go. 5, 10, 25, 35, 40, 45. And from here, she will throw her javelin towards Elodie.
But with disadvantage.
That will be with disadvantage
yeah.
because of the poison.
I have a pretty low armor class.
Which is going to be. Let me first reroll. 14, and that's still 14. Plus her bonus is a 22 to hit.
Damn.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
You will be hit for 9 points of piercing damage and 14 points of lightning, total of 23.
I'm out.
As a javelin
23
hits
you
you, 23
Yeah.
total. Yeah.
Yep, I'm out.
As it hits you, the javelin does disappear and reappear in her hand once again.
Well, at least it's not stuck in the wound. Right.
As she will use the remaining movement that she has to get back out of the tower again. She can do that for 10. Over there. The Manticore really likes the music. Elodie, I need a death saving throw from you.
Yeah. Fuck. Okay. We'll just do one of these. Oh, that's a failure.
You are 1 inch closer to death. Nibarlan.
So he's gonna run up. I guess would Nabarlan sense that the telepathic link has been severed with Elodie? That's the question.
You weren't in active communication, so would you have felt that? You know what? Let's make the dice decide. Roll me an Arcana check. Yes, you would have.
In that case, he's gonna. You hear a piercing whistle, and Thistle will come up as he's running. Well,
Thistle for thistle.
We said that this was down the stairs, so that's where she is.
yeah. So yeah, she is downstairs. That's say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So
Yep.
get on Elodie, and just like a mama bird, just bury into her
Yeah.
into her mouth.
I love this. Yeah, we agree that is okay. So that is okay.
Give her 1 health point, and then she will go her remaining movement downstairs.
All right.
Well, I mean, I totally got force fed last round. It's only fair that Elodie gets a nice bird vomit this round, this session.
And you
Bird
keep her
vomit's
alive, right?
fairy. Let's. Oh my
So
god.
it goes
Okay,
1,
so does
2,
that
3.
give me to
It's 1 hit point, and
then?
yeah.
1 hit
Okay.
point.
But it brings
Not
you back
enough
from the
to-
brink.
Yeah, not enough to save you, but enough to get you moving.
Off, get you off of
So-
death's door.
Yeah.
So how's my line of sight to? 'Cause she's in.
Straight
She's
line. That's a
straight
straight
line.
line because there's a gibbet in the way, but I won't count that. So that is a straight line.
All right. So he's going in for an attack. Longbow for
That'll hit.
19. So she will get this damage.
Nice.
7, 10 plus a d6 and a d4.
Which is another 6. Yes.
6
Yeah,
damage.
she
That's
hurt me.
16 total. And then she is, of course, he goes again.
Oh,
Nat 20.
Ooh! Holy
Yes,
crap!
that is.
He lives.
This damage, the critical hit.
Which
Let
one do
me-
you want to count? Or
that is plus
oh.
2. Because the first 6 becomes an 8. So that is 18.
oh shit.
Plus Hunter's Mark.
There's
Plus
Hunter's
Mark.
Mark, yeah.
Yep.
And favorite
Plus
And that
foe,
one
right?
crits as well, right?
Yep.
Oh,
Sorry?
wait, no.
So, but
That one crits
Yeah,
as
but-
well, right?
Hunter's Mark crits as
Everything
well,
crits
yeah.
on the crit. Yep.
yeah. So Hunter's Mark. Let me go
Is
back
whatever you
up
roll
here.
plus a 6.
Oh, it's whatever. Oh, hold on. Me
Oh.
No worries. That is 7 then.
7. Okay. And then I guess let me just do a d4.
You did the D4 before, right?
The
Yeah,
favorite foe is
Yeah,
only
this
once.
is
Yeah,
the
that's.
This is the
Oh no,
Yeah.
favorite foe is only one. So yeah, scratch that. So it's just the Hunter's Mark and then the longbow.
Yes.
So
So that is a total of
Totally.
18 plus 7. So it's 25 points of damage. This is not bad on one
yeah.
shot.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Alrighty. She's still alive, but she's like limping in the air.
How do you limp in the air?
Moving in the air.
It's sort of like a jewel, like when you're flying.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. I'm
No,
not a
he-
bird.
He's flying crookedly.
Yeah.
We'll pop back and he can only eat one berry per round during combat, right? Okay.
Correct.
Well then he will eat one berry.
Sure.
It's like, I did my job.
Yeah.
I think
I
it's an
deserve
action to
this.
eat a berry. It's specifically
thought it was-
said.
Oh, it's
I
an
think
action
it's
to berry?
specifically an action to eat it. At least I at least I believe so. For good
Yeah, let me double
berries.
check.
Yeah, because I believe it basically goes off of what like a health.
Oh yeah,
potion,
yeah,
like,
you're
it's
right,
the
you're
same
right.
shit,
Yeah. So,
yeah.
so well, if you're saying it's like a health potion, then health potions we can bonus action health potion ourselves, right?
That's a table roll that I have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do you still have a bonus action left?
Yes, because Thistle's separate than
Or-
me. Thistle does her turn separate. It's not bonus action to command her.
Is it really
So-
not?
It's
No,
not.
that
no,
was
she's-
the bonus action that I do is specifically for warlocks.
yeah.
Oh,
the-
okay.
So I do have a bonus action left.
Right. In that case, you can do it. Yeah, because like we do put like administering to yourself is a bonus action. So yes.
Crap over one health point. Come on.
The manticore in the background sees the crimson count is like flying away in the air with broken wings and gets like, oh yeah, take these broken wings.
But that's my turn. That's my turn.
Cool. Fritz.
And learn to fly
Ah.
away.
Fritz just carefully steps around Elodie on the floor. Sorry, coming through. And now he's very conflicted. Because he could probably take out a harpy, but it seems like a real huge pain to go pick up the remains from the floor below. But he catches himself with that thought and thinks that's hubris, so he'll just decide to shoot her twice with an Eldritch Blast.
All right.
That's a 24 to hit and
Hits.
one that doesn't hit.
All right. Then we have one hit.
That's 15.
As you hit her square in the back as she is trying to fly away, you just
I
see a
see
couple of
that.
feathers fly off of her, and you hit her in such a way that she cannot sustain flight, and she tumbles down all the way down. She's dead.
Okay, she is dead.
And the
I
manticore
just imagine she's just down
is
there.
still charmed, right? Like we can still,
Yeah,
He's
the
still.
Manticore's-
or is he charmed or is he incapacitated?
Both.
Both.
He's charmed, and that charm makes him incapacitated.
And so he sees her going down, and now he's just like, it's going down.
I'm timber. So bad. Anything else, Fritz?
I mean, nah, not really. I think I'll just go step over here, and that's turn.
All right. Tony.
Being the emotional bastard that he is, he's kind of tired of not hitting anything anymore. A little agitated as well. So to make up for it, he's going to channel Scorching Rays, all four on the Manticore.
Damn. Okay.
He
Yeah.
could-
Sorry, Joe.
Oh. Couldn't
So,
it just stay? Like, how long can that hypnotic power
minute.
thing last anyway?
As I said,
Oh,
emotional
okay,
bastard.
Okay.
What's a nat 20?
And
so that's
a
a nat
miss.
20. And a miss. And a hit.
And
Alright.
And a hit.
all right, so 3 hits. Where this one is a critical.
Let's have a
Which
look.
ones
That is because what's your default damage?
No, I
It's
clicked.
2d6, right?
I clicked on critical, so it did the calculation itself.
Yeah, but like the first. So the thing is, the first two are going to be full. So the 4 and 11
Oh.
are going to be replaced by a 6 and a 6. So
Punching
that's
thing,
12 plus 10.
right?
That's 22.
That's 1 ray,
Yes.
and then another one, a normal one. Oh wow, great.
24.
Damage is damage. And there,
28.
28. A little bit more
That makes him
satisfied with
bloodied.
that. Yeah, he's satisfied with that, and then steps aside so it looks like it was Fritz that hit him.
There we go. He's like shook out of his like his iPod ran out of juice.
He shook. The music stopped.
Nespip.
Nespip is gonna head over there with Tali and dismount him
Mm-hmm.
and take 2 melee attacks on the Manticore.
Let's do it.
That's a 17,
That'll hit.
and that's only a 15.
That'll miss.
So one
Wait,
hit.
15. No, the 15 will hit.
Oh, okay. So the first hit is 8 damage,
Yes.
and the second hit is another 8 damage.
He's barely standing, but he still is.
Okay. Yep, that's it. That's
Alright.
done.
Gosh, the Manticore will frantically retort, even though he feels that something with death's door and a scythe and a creepy man in a black coat with a skeleton face. Yeah, he's not doing too well. He will attack you with let's see. He will claw at you twice and try to use his tail against you. The 2 claws are a natural 1 because he's scared, of course. Oh my god! A 2 plus a 5 is 7. All right, so the tail's a little better. That is a 22. The tail will hit you.
Let's do because wait, what is it? A 22?
22.
Shield.
Think, and that's what he can do.
Heck yeah.
Poor bastard.
Wait, what's your AC with shield?
That should be 24. I could also have
Like,
given him
you have a 19, yeah.
I could have given him disadvantage with the steel defender, but
Hang on.
Where's
Just
the fun
let
in
him
that?
have something.
Just for posterity, let me just quickly check something. You have 1 point of armor less than Tiamat. Just
Jesus Christ.
which for those of you that don't know Tiamat, that is like one of those legendary creatures, like gigantic, creepy dragon with like 7 heads, like a hydra dragon. One of those things. Like if you see her, you're dead. That has 1 point of armor more than Nespit. Just 1.
With shield or without?
Oh no, she's 25. So like,
Yeah, I was like, it's gotta be. Yeah. All right.
all right, Elodie, you are you're on the ground, but you're like, hey, I'm
I'm
here. So
primed to
you're
take the killing blow.
yes,
All right, let's fucking go. I'm gonna get up,
yep.
which is half
That
my
will cost you
movement,
half your
right?
movement. Yes.
So I have 15 more.
Mhm.
Now you slipped in your own blood.
5, 10, 15. Can I stand by a Tully?
Yeah, sure.
Because that's the
Stand
thing that's right there,
by.
right? That's like a thing that's, or is that hanging over?
He'll
Oh,
hold
it's a cage. It's a
he'll
cage
hold a hand
with
out
It's
to
a
help
gibbet.
steady
in the
you.
It's like
wings.
hanging.
All right. So I will be right here. Thank you, Atoli, for the steadying hand.
It's gotta
And let's see if we can throw this thing. I'm pretty sure I'm within 60, right? 5, 10, 15, 20,
Yes.
25, 30.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, perfect. Let's see. Oh, beautiful. 23. And it
Yeah,
does do
that'll hit.
sneak attack because of where?
Well,
Yeah, I wanna
there's people standing next to him, so yeah.
Yep, yeah. Okay. Oh, look at that beautiful roll.
Mm. 18 points. Yeah.
18.
Chef's kiss. What happens?
Heck yeah. He gets a psychic blade right between the eyes and just gets a really bad headache, just like a terrible headache. And blood
A
comes from
splitting.
his furry ears.
A splitting
A
headache.
splitting, yes. And yeah, he just kind of groans and then falls over.
So manticores can actually speak common. I don't know if you know, but like they can actually speak. So as you hit him with
Do
the
we know?
psychic blades,
Like,
so
what the?
you hit him like square in like in the front of his face, and there's like this credit card like sized slit like going all the way through his head to the back like of the tower. And for a second, like he says in this really growly voice, like I can hear the ocean, and he just
Aw.
Well, look
you
at us
guys have
taking out
defeated the roost.
manticores
Well done.
left and right.
God.
That was your
Beautiful.
combat. Well done.
I still
It
have
is
one
once
hit
again
point
silent.
then.
Yes.
So like after that, I like collapsed to my knees a little bit.
No, I still got you. I got you.
Okay, who wants to go grab the staff from them? Or should we
Noted.
first look for Grenham?
I mean, if Grenham's anywhere, he's gonna be up that ladder, right?
Yeah. Are there any eggs
Or
in
he's
the
in one of these cages in the.
in the
Jeez, I'll
harpy
stop
in her? Are there any eggs in the harpy in the mama harpy nest?
In the mama harpy nest, there are no eggs, but there is a rather large assortment of what seems to be junk. Do you want to dig through that, or?
Yeah. Let's see if there's any gold there.
Probably mostly burnt junk.
A lot of it has been like
Everything.
singed at this point.
Give me my 5 gold.
Give me my 5
Nah, the
gold.
2 silver to pay for the. Let's see. I think you'll indulge me if I say that yes, you do find something here, which like if it really burnt, like you shouldn't have. But in between the junk that lies here, the feathers, the pillows, and whatnot, you actually find one thing. You find an envelope with a seal on it. The seal on it has a large filigreed D stamped in the middle of it, which I think have you guys seen this before? Yeah, I think you have. As a matter of fact, Nibarlin, like you have been talking with the high and mighty around the lands in the last couple of years. You will immediately recognize this as the official seal of Drakkenheim. This is the one that was used by the king and whoever worked for the king. This is an important seal.
So it's a letter that's been sealed.
Yes, the envelope has the seal on there, so it's intact.
Does it say who it's to?
It does.
Who is it
Who's
to?
it? Who's it to?
It has initials on it.
Is it
And I
AM?
this is as well. Yeah, this is also a. No. It has it has one initial on it. The letter N.
It's to you, Nabarla.
Is it to me? I'm in. Wow, what a coincidence.
Nespip is N2.
Oh wait, yeah, that's yeah.
I'm sorry, just breaking your
that
happy
makes more
streak
sense.
right there. It's like
I will add in one more thing. The envelope itself feels heavy. Not heavy, but like more than a letter heavy.
metallic.
There's a key.
Wait,
There's
wait,
gotta
wait.
be something in there, right?
How big's the envelope?
Like just about a normal size envelope, but it feels like there's something more in there than just paper.
It's one of those like really heavy like cardstock wedding invitations.
Yeah.
It's got like a bunch of confetti in there.
You're
too.
cordially invited to the countess's wedding.
One of those cards that your grandmas and like great old aunts make, the ones with like the 50 stacked, like those things.
All right. Well, I guess
Everyone's seen those.
I guess I'll just hang on to it for right now and I'll put it.
You
What
don't
do I
want to
leave?
open it?
We got to find his guy. I don't.
Oh my god.
No, we go up there and then we rest up there, and while we're resting, you read the damn letter.
Exactly.
Is this maybe a good moment for a 5-minute break?
I think
Oh
it is.
yeah.
I think you'll
Yeah.
need it.
Think we'll need it. That's not ominous.
Not at all.
Yep, let's take 5 minutes. I'll see you in a bit.
All right.
See ya.
All right, chat, you heard the man. 5-minute break. And then we'll be back.
So it's
Oh, that
yeah.
it's like you're probably not going to hit, but even if you are, here's a shield.
Yeah.
It's Tali's reaction, not your reaction, to give
Yeah, it's
disadvantage.
Tali's reaction. It's it's amazing.
Yeah, but if you're mounted, that would count. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should take your
I-
action and reaction in the same turn, but you can use that from Tali. It uses up your reaction as well, but you can. Yeah.
I think he shouldn't be able to do an opportunity attack while I'm mounted on him. That sounds a bit because he can't normally attack while I'm mounted, so
You mean Tali?
it's yeah.
Yeah, no.
Because it's a bit weird with all of that because the mounted combat section in the I'm not sure if it's player handbook or DMG just assumes that it's not a creature that can attack, I think, or a
Yeah.
creature that completely acts independently of you. So it's really weird what is possible and not.
One more ladder to go, guys.
To save a little time, since there weren't any eggs in there was just an old letter in the big nest. Is there any eggs over in this nest that has eggs in it?
Yeah, there will be 1 or 2 eggs in there.
Okay.
But wasn't
Probably
that the nest that was also in the
Fireball.
fireball?
Yeah.
Yes.
So the eggs will still be there. The question is what like what's inside of them. But
Because the nest itself was on fire as well after the fireball.
okay. Well, I guess LeBron's just going to take one just in case. If it
But I
starts
forgot.
smelling bad, then he'll throw it out.
like my mind totally goes at like when you break open that egg, there's like a whole 6-pack of McNuggets falling out.
Okay, I guess
I-
he's going to grab the one that looks the least like it's been damaged.
Sure.
I don't remember quite what game that was, but I remember in some video game where there was a harpy enemy, they sometimes would drop a chicken nugget.
Oh, I know this. Oh, I know. I've seen this as well, and I laughed about that. Was that Diablo? Diablo 2 must have been the not 3.
That's definitely not where I know it from. I haven't played that one.
Oh, then it's not Diablo. Like it is an older game, right? Like not from recent times.
No.
No. It's not runes. No, I don't know. I'll have to look that up.
Could it be Terraria?
Yes.
Yes, that's Terraria.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess actually before we go, are there any other eggs in the next nest that maybe weren't on fire?
No, the only ones that are there
Okay.
are the ones in the corner, and those are
Okay.
so and so. Yeah,
All
that's
right.
the one.
Okay.
I mean, there's a tiny nest in here with some eggs.
Those
Yeah.
are birds, I think.
Well, you could have a look over there if you recognize it. Good question.
All right,
'cause
let's do that. I'm gonna go inspect the birds' nests.
give me a nature check.
As a true ranger, I have a +1 to nature.
Truly, one with nature.
Okay. So you walk over to this nest and you pick up one of the eggs, which abruptly bursts in your fingers, and you're like, "Oh yeah, a little bit more care." And you pick up the second one. You lift it up, and you spend a good minute looking at this egg. And you turn around to Fritz, who is right next to you, and you say, "Look, it's a bird egg."
How astute.
I am a I am a ranger.
Congratulations.
You so remind me of a scene from Baldur's Gate with this. Like you got like you've all played Baldur's Gate, right?
Yeah.
I
Not
think.
completely
No,
through yet,
but
but
Not true.
There's one area where you run into basically like this dim-witted like barbarian fighter guy, like a berserker.
Whoa! How
Voiced by
dare
Matt
you?
Mercer, by the way.
How dare
Oh,
you
it is.
talk about Minsk like that?
I mean, he's not exactly the brightest like one in the bunch.
Wow.
But at some point, like he's this really like berserky, muscly guy. But he has a pet hamster with him, which is like really cute and whatnot. And he's like, that's his voice of reason. Basically, he's a lot smarter than what he is. So when he's introduced to the main character, at some point, he's like, "This is Boo." And then your character can say a lot of things, but one of the things is like, "Well, it's an honor," and he says, "No, it's a hamster."
Go for the eyes, Boo!
That's
Go for the
exactly.
eyes!
That's what you
Dude.
reminded me of here.
Minsk was brought back from Baldur's Gate 2 Shadows of Amn.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that
He's
Matt
really better
Mercer
voice.
got to voice him was just like, oh, perfect. Sorry, reminisce. Go on.
All right. What else do you guys want to do? Looking around the floor over here, like there is still like there's mostly just a lot of filth and a lot of corpses, but you can spend another like bit of time if you want to look around. Ellie, your passive perception is pretty high, I remember.
yep,
How high
high.
is it?
20. Too high,
Yeah.
honestly.
As you are as you are looking around, you will hear that there is some fumbling upstairs. It's not that loud, but you can hear some sound upstairs.
Okay, I think something is up there. So, Nabarlin, could I have another couple of your berries so I'm not
Oh yeah, here. let me
as
just-
weak as I am
Just-
right now?
Here you go. He gives you 10 berries.
And nice. Okay, I'll eat those real quick, and then we should probably make our way up here because there's definitely something moving around up there.
Yeah, I
All
think
right.
N-
Go ahead.
Nesbit would probably try to go first, and you said there's
Yeah.
a what is it called? A
Hatch.
trapdoor hatch.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I try to push it open.
And you can. It's not locked.
Oh, okay.
It's not locked? That's
It is not locked.
insane.
What is
Okay.
this D&D? Wait. Um, as you push open the hatch, you find an interesting room. And let me just place all of you. This is the first place that looks at least a little bit civilized. The lower part of the tower was in bad shape and needed some reconstruction almost. The middle part of the tower with the machinery was just weird, and the floor that you just came from is covered in filth. This place is the first place that kind of looked like civilization at least left its mark here. You notice that there are several beds, there are some tables, there is an actual normal bed, there's just some furniture all around. Most of it is covered in a thick layer of dust. Beyond all the items that are around here, you notice that there is quite a few pigeons around here. And I think at this point, the Barlin adds one and one together. It's like, oh, pigeon eggs. That's it. You'll notice that there is a drawer-like contraption that has a couple of metal rosters in front of it. Behind it, you notice several corpses of birds. It looks like this is one of those cabinets that you can put pigeons in
Oh.
to keep for a moment, to send out for messages.
Huh.
Looking around, you notice that there is a footlocker near the bed. Beyond that, there is some paraphernalia lying around, some cars and whatnot, but nothing else. As you take
Footlocker is in this chest over here.
the one in front of the
Or-
bed, yes.
Yeah.
Other than that, as you all get up here, you take a breather, and you suddenly notice that that telltale burn that you usually have a bit when you're in Drakkenheim doesn't burn so much up here. This floor is indeed above the haze. You should be able to rest here.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's wonderful.
But there's
was
nobody
the-
here.
Other than you guys, it doesn't seem like it now.
Nespip is gonna walk around and start looking
Yeah.
on those side towers.
Fritz will
On the
just
side
sit
towers,
down.
there are a
Oh,
couple. On the side towers, there are a couple of pigeons just hanging around. And the second you open up the door, one of them actually flies in. Some of these pigeons still seem to be hellbent for this tower.
Do
So
any of
this
them
good.
have messages attached?
Hmm?
Do any of the pigeons have messages attached?
Unfortunately, not.
It's always going to look around for hiding spaces or places that would lead, like a crawl space or something that could potentially lead further up or hide behind or under.
It seems like this is the top part of the tower. You can still see that there's a bit of a canopy above you of a roof, but there is a couple of beams, and that is it. It's going to be very hard to hide here.
What about hiding
This is-
spaces or anything under the beds or?
Oh, you could potentially hide under the bed, but there's nothing there but a layer of dust.
Any signs of anybody having been here in the past?
Oh, yes. As a matter of fact, the stuff that is around here is not 15 years old. It seems that other people have made it up here before. You see some adventuring gear, some food and whatnot that has been completely rotted. But 15 years of rot will basically make the food disappear. There's food over here that is like heavily rotted. That is maybe a year or 2 years old. So people have been here in the last 15 years.
Any,
Barnes can use his RPG logic and check this chest out.
Do you open it?
Yes.
Are you wearing gloves?
Yes.
You don't want to check it for traps? You don't want to. Are you sure?
Like the
Melody
player
says
Footlocker.
would. Oh, well, I mean, if you will check for traps, because so I'm assuming he's going for the chest, and you speak up and say, "You want to check it for traps?"
Yeah. Well,
like,
you're just moving towards it, sitting down. Maybe you've got your hand on it, and I'm just like, wait.
It's
Oh,
a
I'll say it.
footlocker. What do you expect in there?
I know that's what I'm
I
thinking.
don't know.
But yeah,
I'm
you want to check it?
paranoid.
You want to check it for
Sorry.
traps? Oh. Oh, excuse me.
Okay. Yes, I do want to check it for traps. Is that
Okay.
like a investigation or?
If you
What's
want to
that?
check it for traps, that would be a perception to see if you notice any on them.
Okay.
Uh,
All right.
we're
Um.
I'm helping her since we're both of there looking for it.
Okay.
You roll with advantage. Sure.
Advantage. Okay. 23.
You don't see any traps.
Okay. It's probably good. Go for it.
Right. Crack that puppy.
back
Oh,
a little bit.
actually, here's a better
Would that
idea.
tell me if it was locked or not? Would that like check?
There's no. It's just a latch, like a.
It's just a
there's
latch,
No
All
okay.
right.
yeah.
I'll say LD, step back, please.
Yeah, I'll step back as well.
He's going to thaumaturgy the thing open.
Oh. Can you thaumaturgy a chest open, or is it just door?
It's
As-
just a latch.
It's
Oh,
with
yeah,
the
I
latch
guess-
is
I
going to be
guess-
tricky.
Okay. All right. Well, then I guess he'll open it then.
All right. Let me see.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm kidding. It opens and
There's no traps. Classic.
just an old dirty footlocker. If you open it up, you will find a couple of things in here. There are a total of. Actually, to roll for that, I forgot.
My 5 gold.
There is a total of 2 potion bottles in here. Both
Oh.
of them seem to have a distinct red fluid in it, though they don't have any labels on them. Other than that, there is a small jar next to it. If you elect to open up the jar, it looks like there is some sort of a paste in there, sort of like a white cream.
Oh, hey, Brennan Putty is back.
Oh, that's a callback.
Okay.
Finally, there is a letter in here.
Oh.
Yes. This letter is not in an envelope. It's been taken out of an envelope and probably read by someone else. And it says the following. Thank you for writing to me. I know you and your family have toiled hard for generations to keep the clock tower, despite the main mechanism failing a century ago. I must admit, I long believed that the clock tower was a frivolous bit of architecture based on long debunked cosmological theory. Nevertheless, a recent discovery upon the Isle of Skye has ignited my curiosity. The original machinery dates beyond antiquity, and many key components appear similar to devices found in several ancient elvish sites in Skye, though I cannot speak to their original purpose. Examining the clock tower mechanism indicates several delicate parts are heavily damaged, and others are now missing, including the power source. We are confident components recovered from Skye could be used to repair it. These components are due to arrive at the inscrutable tower on September 13th. Please make arrangement for our mages and artificers to begin work on repairs the following week. Unfortunately, you will need to vacate the premises for the foreseeable future. We will draw up arrangements for the Amethyst Academy to lease the building. Best regards, Archmage Adriana Modiera of the Amethyst Academy.
Who's it
Was
addressed
there?
to?
AM. Okay.
It doesn't say who it is addressed to, it's just a letter.
Doesn't even say to whom it may concern. It's just.
I know, it just literally starts with thank you for writing to me. I will put
Oh,
this in
okay.
the, I'll put it in the general chat.
I'll read it out loud because I'll be like, I'll be asking Nespip or Tole if they have any idea what that means. Because I have no idea.
Isle of Skye?
Yeah, Sky as in sky with an E at the end.
Yeah, I figured.
Hmm.
One thing that will be in the memory of most of you as you have lived through the meteor coming down, September 13th is 3 days before the meteor struck in Drakkenheim.
Oh, 3 days before. Okay. Huh.
Remember who AM is?
As
Like
in Adriana Modiera?
Yeah.
Give me a history check with advantage. This should have been part of your curriculum.
Oh, well, the Archmage's initials are AM.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So it could be her stuff.
30-20.
Yeah, Adriana Modiera, you remember her name very well. She used to be an archmage of the Amethyst Academy. She was one of the more in the field professors, kind of like Indiana Jones style. She was well known for uncovering like magical secrets from places beyond, including the Isle of Skye. That's one of those names that you've heard before. Well, you don't really know what the Isle of Skye was famous for. You do know it was Elvish, indeed, in origin, as the letter also says. You also know that Archmage Adriana Modiera disappeared when the meteor struck. She is presumed dead.
But not confirmed.
Nobody's confirmed it, no. There's a lot of unconfirmed deaths in Drakkenheim, though, so that's not too strange.
Fair.
Was she more of an artificer or more of a?
She
Her
was
initials are the same as the.
yeah, she was very much a normal mage, which would put her in that wizard sorcerer bracket that Drakkenheim sort of like blends into one another. But she was indeed well known for believing in the magic of mechanics. Artificers aren't really accepted as plausible magical theorem in the Amethyst Academy. It's looked down upon, kind of. It's parlor tricks and whatnot. But she was one of those professors that did see a contributing factor to the world at large in artificism. So that is it was not curriculum that she gave at the Amethyst Academy, but it's something that she supported.
Well, that could be our person who built the things.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty sure, yeah.
The Brown's gonna walk to Nespip and he's gonna have that jar of paste. It's like, Nespip, you're a paste expert. What do you make of this?
He's like, excuse me.
Well, you slap paste on people and it heals them. So I don't know.
Oh, I guess yeah.
I got a jar of an unidentified white substance over here. Can you tell me what it is?
Oh.
My God.
can I can I see what it is? Do I know what it is?
You might recognize it, but we're gonna obviously make a roll for that. Give me a what's most logical for you? Give me a. Are you better in perception or in arcana?
Arcana.
Give me an arcana check then.
Do I have? I think it's only on history checks. Yeah. Okay. Then. Okay. Now. 16.
Yeah, you recognize this. There's only one paste that is sold in these like kind of tins. They come in short supply, but you do find them here and there. This is a so-called restorative ointment. You can use that to remove some wounds and stuff. It kind of works like a healing potion, but different.
Oh. Yeah. I think you need it more currently, at least. So keep it on you for now.
Okay. And I guess the other red potions are. They smell. They look like healing potions.
They do. They're normal healing potions.
Okay.
For the ointment, to be complete, since you identified it, so I'm going to tell you, there is a total of 4 doses in there that you can use. As an action, you can either swallow or apply the ointment. That is of your own choosing. Whether or not you do one or the other, it does the same thing to that person. They gain 10 hit points when you do, and they cease to be poisoned and are cured of 1 disease, all in one.
Nice.
Interesting.
And you get 4 of those.
I guess I need.
It is an actual item if you look it up on D&D Beyond. Restorative
Oh, okay.
ointment.
Restorative one. That's what it was.
But it's an action to use compared to.
It is an action
the
to use,
potion.
yeah,
Okay.
and not a bonus action. That is the one distinction for this thing.
That's all he's gonna make. Like just while all of this investigation stuff is going down, he's gonna like prep one of these dusty bedrolls.
Does anybody need a? We got 2 healing potions. Does anybody want to hang on to one?
I
2.
still got one.
Same.
Yeah.
Who doesn't have a healing potion?
It totally doesn't, but it seemed to be the one that goes down most often anyway. So
Well, it's like in combat. Keep your healing stuff, your med kits for yourself. So here you go.
So we
Yeah,
checked
thank
all
you.
of the outside tower thingies.
oh wait, I do have
Okay.
one.
Oh, well, I just gave you another one. You got
Okay.
2 now.
There doesn't seem to be a trace of Grenham.
Well, what
Yeah,
about the
and-
letter from downstairs? We can now we're
Freaking
safe
letter
and
that Navarlin
Oh.
yeah.
wants to
Now we're safe
tell
and
us about,
sound.
so.
All right. It opens it up, and what's it say?
As you remove the seal, you will notice at the top that it starts addressing someone that you know.
Oh.
The first line says, "My good friend Nespip."
I'll look over at Nespep, and I guess I will hand him the letter. So it looks like this is for you.
Thank you. And I'm gonna start
Wait.
reading it, but not out loud.
Oh,
So just
Wait,
for
is
myself.
that the royal? The letter with the royal stab?
yes.
Yeah, that's
In that case, you like you said that just in time. I have a visual letter to share. Do you want me to not share that and give it to you?
Well,
yeah, that's
share
fun.
the-
Let's not share it. That's just I just want to see it.
read the first read the first sentence, because Nabarlin would have read the first sentence before he handed it over.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
It says, "My good friend Nespip, I sincerely hope it is you who finds this letter."
And then I'll say, "Oh,
It's
here you go, Nespep."
Navarlin.
And I'll give it to Nespep after I say, "Oh, it's Nespep. This is for you. There you go."
Nice of the
All right.
harpy not to like do anything with it though.
In that case, I am going to give you something. And we need to go to a separate voice channel for a second.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
But first, let me give you this particular thing.
Well, goddamn.
Like I'm not sure if I should
Wait,
keep it
although-
secret, but it's more fun that way.
Although why was the envelope heavy? Cause if it's just a
Yeah, there's got to be something in there, right? But
was there like
I
was there
feel
like a
like
neck? Was there a ring or was there money in it?
a
Like,
ring. Um, I'm thinking more like a key or like
or a
something
key?
artificer
Yeah.
related.
You have given the entire letter to Nespip, so that will be for
Well,
Nespip to find out.
no, I gave him the letter itself. Still the envelope.
Not the envelope.
Yeah.
All right, Nespip will ask for the envelope in a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Due to the letter. Hang on. Let me first give you this. And the accompanying text. Which is easier to read, probably. Let's hop into the other voice channel for a second.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, this just got
The
ominous
bullet,
as hell.
the barlet runs out of the room with the envelope. We don't know what's in it, but it's
oh
gotta be
my
good.
god.
Fritz is just chilling at the table. Maybe there's some cards there, so you'll like start a game of solitaire.
I mean, it's always gone to bed, pretty much.
The barlet pulls out his deck of cards and starts tossing out. We're doing some blackjack while I'm.
Well, there are some cards on the table already,
Okay, well then
assuming it's a full set.
we start playing some cards here while Nabarlin is holding the envelope and waiting for the letter to be read.
I'm going over to look out the window.
La la la.
The Tuesdays group that I'm playing with, Curse of Strahd, will actually be having an unscheduled call tomorrow just to plan our next session because we have some very exciting combat coming up.
Oh god.
Oh wow.
So
Pre-strategy.
yes,
I mean, we like
you
we.
know it. You know it's serious when the Tuesday group meets on Monday.
yep.
Yeah. It's general chat.
What level are you guys on?
Uh,
Or at, I
we
guess.
the bulk of the party is level 8. My character is level 7, and another one is level 9.
Oh. Is it like experience based leveling
No.
or just different?
I'll not say anything else about that.
Okay, okay.
I don't
No
want to spoil
spoilers.
anyone.
No spoilers. Well, I sure do hope that the letter isn't because he was eaten by the harpy.
Yeah, I'm like this is either going to be really good or really really bad.
I mean, undoubtedly, this has to do with his personal.
Last, yeah.
Yeah.
So I got a feeling that whatever's in the envelope is probably something good. Maybe it's like a magic. Maybe it's like a fireball necklace or something.
I don't know, man.
Magic item. Oh.
Here they come with all their secrets.
You look up from the letter. What do you do?
Insight check. What was the facial expression during that letter?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Uh,
but I'm
fir-
curious.
just first of all, Nespip is gonna snatch the envelope from Nabalan.
Well, I would know what's in it because I looked in the envelope, so you can't hide it from us. But you could snatch it, yes.
Sure. Looking inside, oh, and there was one rectification I had to make that I just came around to. The rectification I have to make is on the letter that you found in the footlocker.
Okay.
Because the footlocker's letter was addressed to someone. I forgot to add that in because I actually photoshopped the letter
Okay.
for that as well, but I forgot to add that into the text. It was addressed to one Sir Iron Fury.
Oh,
Iron Fury.
Yes. And that letter I can actually do. That letter I can share to everyone else because that is
And I am
just
making an insight check, just so you know. We're very publicly.
Nespip
Just
isn't
looking for
hiding.
emotional state.
Nespip wouldn't be really hiding anything or something. He's just looking at the letter a bit confused, maybe
Okay.
startled,
Okay.
something like that.
Okay.
What was in the envelope?
in the envelope. You will see that there is a rather mundane looking metal, a sort of like a seal. You know, the kind of like a badge, like a sheriff would wear. It is six sided, and it bears the letter D.
Huh. I'm sure this means something to you, Nisbet.
Yeah, it does.
I mean,
And
is
I'm
that
gonna.
exactly the seal that was on the envelope?
The letter, yes.
Oh,
But the imagery around it not.
No, so the metal itself is made of brass or copper and is six sided, so just like a polyhedral. It's just on the inside. It has like a D with a filigree on it, kind of like the wax seal, and then it probably has like a little ribbon hanging from it. And on the backside, there's a
okay.
pin, so you can also add it to your clothing if you want to.
Oh, so like it's just like a seal. It's like a seal for officials that you would seal
Like a
the
badge of
wax
office,
with.
if you will. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, not to make a wax imprint. It's like a sheriff's badge.
Oh,
basically.
like we have for the
Yeah.
Lord Commander. We have their badge.
Yeah,
Like
like
that.
that.
Okay. Well then.
I'm curious.
uh,
And
Yeah,
I
Nespip
guess.
would put away the letter and just keep the medallion in his hand for a while, looking at it.
A gift from your mentor.
Sort of. Yeah, I. Huh.
Okay.
He's
It's
just gonna probably sit down somewhere and start just be quiet and think.
I'm sure he. I don't know. How do you think she? Well, I'm sure he's glad you got the letter.
That's
Uh,
what I worry a bit about. I don't know where he went to.
yeah.
Doesn't
Did
say
I
in the letter.
No.
when I when I was fishing out the letter, it wasn't out of. It was just out of junk. It wasn't out of remains. Is what she said.
Yeah, it's like the whole nest was just covered with like crud and like old pillows, broken
Okay.
shields, like things that a monster would take as a treasure.
Okay. So it wasn't. It doesn't necessarily mean that it was because he was there. It was just it just it was in some stuff that she grabbed.
You saying that Nespip would climb back down to the lower level and just look at the remains, seeing if he finds any like dwarf-sized remains or something, just to be sure.
People in cages.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check with advantage.
Yeah.
Be perception or
Nice.
investigation?
I've honestly either or, but with this roll, You take some time looking around the whole room, Nespip, and in one of the gibbets, you will notice that there is a slightly shorter body. Not a lot left of it, but you will distinctly recognize one thing in the gibbet's cage, which is a set of welding goggles that you know all too well.
I'm grabbing the welding goggles.
Sure.
Sorry, Nespip.
Or does he? We don't know yet because he just went down there.
Yeah, probably would have walked down there with him because
You would have
is what-
followed him down to search for his. Okay.
well, yeah.
Yeah, he's not gonna say anything. He's gonna walk back, climb back up, and probably just go sit outside on one of those side areas.
All right.
Guess
You have
I'll
had a
let- I'll let-
very you have had a very intense fight. You have had a very long day, and you have found a place to stay within the city. I think I can add two and two together, but I always have to ask, as I don't steal away player agency. Are you going to take a long rest here?
It's always already
Not-
gone to bed, so
The Barlin is not. He's. This might be you. If he goes to go down there and find that javelin, is that going to be another encounter, or because he's not going to
Do
want to
not
wait?
do that.
He's not going to leave
Fritz
the.
would Fritz would come with you, but probably after a short rest at least.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to leave that thing sitting out there.
I'm not going with you down there.
It fell down a tower into the market
Yeah.
square, some 100 and something feet below. It'll be some searching to find it, and that is hoping that you don't run into anything. It's a gamble if you do that right now. Which is fancy DM speak for if you do a long rest right now, I will not fuck you over by taking away your magic goo doohickey. Don't worry.
Okay, I will. I will do. We'll do a long. We'll do a long rest then. We'll do a long rest. Okay.
Cool.
could you block the hatch?
well-
Or, like, yeah, I mean, obviously it's always
Yeah.
already blocked out, so somebody just block the hatch so nothing can come up from below.
Yeah, number one, we'll shove. We'll shove does the sword fit to this little thing here?
I mean, it
Um,
opens upwards.
It's open upwards, so
Yeah. So yeah, it fits, and as you do that, like Fritz just stand next to it, like, and just like opens up the hatch with the other hand.
Well, no, like
We would need like a.
weight
a-
on top of it.
no, you said it
yeah.
opens
Just
up.
put-
So I'm saying like what I'm saying is shove the sword in this little handle so it can't open upwards.
Oh,
Fritz
I guess
just
if this.
shoves one of the beds onto the hedge and just sits on the bed.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
that's fine. There we go. That's fine.
technicalities aside, you can block the hatch. That you can.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All right.
Do a-
We'll cover what the long rest itself did in the next session next week. But you have just fought through hell and a lot of feathers, and you have just killed your very first semi-boss. This
Wait,
is
semi?
a. She didn't have lair action, so it's semi.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. I
It
was
can get a
honestly,
whole lot worse.
yeah.
But you did fight through a pivotal place, and hey, you just secured a place where you can rest in the inner city. I think while you're taking your rest, it might dawn on you how important that is. Because for now, this is nice after the fight that you have a place to recuperate, but you now have a place to retreat to in the city. This is something to consider. This is big. This basically gives you a base of operations in the city. That is huge for your advancement through the city. And I think it's only just that
Pop
we
them.
can get a level up.
Pop them.
Congratulations.
Yay!
Heck yeah.
So that is your homework for next week. You have just attained level 6. Congratulations.
Level 6.
I'll actually do it this time. I remember last time I forgot.
Yeah, you forgot your
choose those
homework.
spells.
Yeah.
All right,
Imagine.
so you guys go ahead and do your homework for next week to level up to level 6, and then we'll cover what has happened during the short rest. I got one more thing for you, Nespip, as I imagine one thing, and I will give the answer to that in another DM.
Okay.
Exciting! You did a quite a big thing. The tower really is a really big marker in the story of Drakkenheim.
Well,
And you
I'm
got
glad
relatively,
we did this
you,
first.
yeah, you got through
not-
relatively unscathed.
Yeah, honestly.
Well, see, relatively, because I mean, things gone different. Because I was about dead, and so was Elodie. So, this
Yeah, but we could have
we
been
still made it.
crushed by those bells. We could have been. Yeah, that was good.
Could
Good job.
have gone a lot worse.
Did it.
Could have gone a lot worse. I love it when a plan comes together.
And maybe not plan A.
Now, plan A, of course. Plan A would have. Of course,
Oh, I hate and love it.
plan B would have been Blondie, but luckily we still had plan C. So.
All right.
Which is the clock tower, blank clock tower.
Plan clock tower.
Alrighty, everyone, thank you so much for a wonderful session. I'll see you guys next week.
Good.
Okie
See you
doke.
later.
Bye, guys.
See ya. Bye.
Bye now.
Cheerio, governor. All right, and there you have it. That is the end of session 18. And a level up. We are now level 6. Thank you so much for hanging with us today. I appreciate you one and all. I'll get this uploaded to YouTube as fast as I possibly can. Thank you for hanging out in chat today. Thank you for watching on YouTube. And thank you for generally being an awesome crew. I'll see you all next time I'm live. Bye.